The following program is a production of the Falmouth Commodores, who assume full responsibility for its content. The content of this program does not represent the views of Falmouth Community Television, which serves as a forum for community expression and offers TV training, production facilities, and channel time to all Falmouth residents and organizations. Hyannis, Falmouth, game 25 of 40 on the Cape League Summer, right after this.
We're just 4 days away from the All-Star break, and we just have 2 games remaining at Gov Fuller Field before that as well. We welcome you into Opening the Door, Timmy Weiss, alongside Andrew Hilsman and Farrell Hudson. And Andrew, yesterday was the only game on Cape Cod, and Falmouth fell to Wareham.
Yeah, continuation of Friday's rain out, and the Gatemen got the best of the Commodores. Final score 5-2. The strikeouts became a problem. It just was one of those games. It started out weird, and then an unfortunate happening in the 5th inning allowed Wareham to bring some runs home, or rather in the 6th inning, allowed Wareham to bring some runs home. Falmouth just wasn't able to get anything going. Had a run in the 9th, but weren't able to bring it to back within 3.
You mentioned the strikeouts, and that's been a problem all season for the Doors, especially yesterday.
Yeah, 13 of them, and starting yesterday, Jaden Barfield recorded 5 of his first 6 outs by way of the K. We've discussed that as a problem for the Commodores. It happened less on Saturday night's game, the 4-0 win versus Bourne, but came back against Brewster on Sunday, especially with runners in scoring possession, left over 10 in that 7-7 tie, and then again last night.
But if there is one thing that you can take away from yesterday, and really the last couple of games, is this middle of the lineup for the Doors has been fantastic.
Yeah, tremendous. 12 RBI since last Wednesday's game at Katuitt, the first game that Carter White and both A.J. Putty were in the lineup. 12 runs batted in. They're that middle of the order, 4, 5, and 6, hitting .333 in that time. That's where Falmouth's offensive production has been coming from. If that can spread to the rest of the order, it should be a good thing.
That is Jeffries, White, and Putty for the Doors. And taking a look at today's matchup against Hyannis, they did not play yesterday, but played back on Sunday, and they were shut out.
Yeah, and for Hyannis, it's been a mixed bag this season. In a game in which you finally got the pitching staff to go right for you, then you get shut out by Katuitt. Hyannis has been so strange. We've talked about how well they've played against the West Division. Came on the road here to Falmouth after they beat the Commodores their first time out 6-2 this year and dropped it 9-1. Mixed bag in third place. They only trailed the Commodores, though, by 2 points, so they're on Falmouth's heels. Falmouth needs to win tonight to stay in second place in the East Division.
One thing that has worked for Hyannis all season long, though, is that they hit the home run ball, but it hasn't necessarily led to that many runs.
Yeah, Farrell was talking about, he keyed us in there. When the pitching works, the hitting falls flat. It's more often been the other case where the hitting has done its job, but then the pitching is just not caught up, and you see a slugfest in which the Harbor Hawks come out the losers. But those home runs, they have the power up and down the lineup. It's just a matter of getting both things going at once, and they've not been able to find that consistent key thus far this season.
And the pitching really has been the exact opposite. Hasn't been good all season for Hyannis.
Yeah, Hyannis among the top in ERA in the Cape Cod League, issuing way too many walks, way too many hits against. And for the Commodores, they have to take advantage of that. We've seen over 6.5 runs scored the last 2 home games dating back to Thursday night against Hyannis, excluding that 5-2 defeat to Wareham. And I say excluding that defeat because last night you assume a 1-1 count, nobody out, facing a different pitcher than Friday night, already down 3 runs. So you don't want to put too much stock in a resumption game like that. But for the Commodores, you got to move forward and do exactly what you did. Evenly distributed offense, 2 separate 4-run innings for the Commodores against Hyannis on Thursday night.
Well, it's time to take a look at our pitching matchup for today, Andrew.
Adam Urban steps to the mound for Falmouth. Last pitch, 3 2/3 innings against Katuitt on Wednesday in a game that Falmouth came up short a little bit offensively, but Urban looked really good, had a tough stretch of batters towards the end of his outing, but was really, really efficient through the first 3 full innings. I'm looking for something similar. On the other side for Hyannis, they've got Brady St. Pierre, who has a sub-2 ERA. He's going to be an all-star. He's one of Hyannis' best arms. So it should be a solid pitching matchup here at the Gov.
And now it is time for your players to watch. So, Farrell, who do you got for Hyannis?
I have to go the leadoff hitter out of West Virginia, Matt Hyannis. In 11 games so far, 12 hits, an extra base hit, 6 RBIs, and he's hit particularly well against the Commodores. So it was 1 for 3 on Thursday night's game. And for Hyannis, he is a .296 hitter in college, and it's important because he reaches base a lot. And for the Commodores, in that 7-7 tie against Brewster on Sunday, 5 of the opening 9 leadoff hitters in each inning reached base for the Whitecaps en route to 2 separate 3-run comebacks.
And Andrew, for the Commodores, your player to watch.
Timmy, I look at Tyconis. You talk about a guy who's due. Had a really good start to the year. He's also going to be an all-star. He's playing third today, and Braden Jeffries is going to DH. The RBI leader for Falmouth, 2 home runs, but he hasn't had one of those huge games in a little bit. I expect for him to catch fire at the plate today.
The Commodores look to bounce back from a loss yesterday and continue to get back into a closer competition with first place Bourne. First pitch is at 6.
With the singing of the national anthem. Performing the anthem this evening, please welcome Garrett Newhall. Garrett.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It's time for baseball at Gov Fuller Field once again. On a beautiful Tuesday evening in Falmouth, Massachusetts, we bring you Game 25 of the Cape Cod Baseball League season between the Hyannis Harbor Hawks and the Falmouth Commodores. Hey, everybody. Alongside Farrell Hudson, Timmy Weiss down on the sidelines. I'm Andrew Hilsman. Farrell, last night, it was a continuation of Friday's game for Falmouth, but it didn't go the Commodores' way. The Wareham Gatemen got the job done on the road, 5-2.
Yeah, and a tough start. And when you're down 3 runs with 6 innings to go, that's a tough comeback. But for Wareham, their first win on the road in 2026. And the Gatemen so far, despite being 7-17 in their opening 24 games, are 2-1 against the Commodores. And they've done it once on a comeback win, and now with a punctuating road victory. For the Commodores, we know it's the same old song and dance with the strikeouts. That's got to calm down. There were 5 in the opening 6 outs recorded yesterday by Jaden Barfield, in which were strikeouts, 13 total in the 9 innings from the continuation on Friday night, but they'll look to course correct it tonight against a team that had a lot of success in last week against the Harbor Hawks in order to retain their second place positioning.
Yeah, you look at the pitching matchup between these two teams, the 2 highest ERAs in the Cape League. Hyannis, the only team with a mark above 5. They're at 5.10. Falmouth just shy of that, 4.94 team ERA. Let's have a look at the batting order for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. Matt Hyannis leads off. He plays third. Jax Jimenez is in right in the 2 slot. Caden Miller in the 3 hole. He's the first baseman. Charlie Bates hits fourth. He's playing short. Then it's Andrew Lim at catcher. Henry Zener, who has the most at-bats for Hyannis. He's in the 6 slot. And 7, 8, 9, it's the designated hitter Taylor Kirk, center fielder Liam Barrett, and second baseman J.C. Davis. They'll face the right-hander for Falmouth. It is Adam Urban out of Minnesota.
And Adam Urban's last appearance last Wednesday night against the Katuitt Cavaliers at Lowell Park, in which he went 3 2/3, 3 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 4 walks, and 3 strikeouts.
For Falmouth, a team that has struggled to find the extra base hit, the big swing over the last week or so, but
This man, Adam Urban, looking to start Falmouth off on the right foot. His last appearance, like you said, against Cotuit, looked really strong in his first 3 innings.
And especially in that second and third inning, he sent 6 up, 6 down, including 2 strikeouts of 2 very good hitters in Brady Christman and Jake Hanley to end the third. I thought he kept the ball low in the zone, but he was snowballing with 3 walks in the bottom of the first inning. But then he was able to get out of it. A big strikeout of Owen Pano, and then he got Jesse DiMaggio to ground out to shortstop. So for Urban, it's about readjusting. 12 innings this year. As you take a look at his ERA, whip maybe a little bit higher than Adam would like, but you're not complaining with a 2.25 ERA after 12 innings.
He will be making his second start and his 5th appearance of the year, a 2.25 ERA. All in all, a good number, and a guy who leans on his fastball, leans on his slider, really good mix, but he's got two or three other good pitches that he can throw with a little bit less occurrence. But from the windup, that funky leg kick is, you see that, you know it's Adam Urban.
Yeah, and it's individually tailored to him, as you mentioned, and that could be tough to pick up, Andrew, for most hitters. You're used to seeing a normal arm slot, maybe a windup that doesn't take as long. It could be tough to read it out of the hand of Urban. And the Harbor Hawks, while they have a lot of power, it's been confusing because, like we mentioned, still a 10-14 record. Great against the West Division, but didn't find their power stroke last week here versus Commodore pitching.
And no difference between road and home as well. They're 5-7 at home, 5-7 on the road. So as Urban warms up, we're so happy that you're with us wherever you may be here on Cape League TV. It's time for more baseball on the Cape. We're in to the second full week of July. The season goes all the way into the first week of August. This is game 25 of 40, and we're just about ready to get started.
Flying by.
Sure is.
Game 25 already. And the All-Star game coming up this Saturday at White House Field. The Commodores facing an All-Star, and Brady St. Pierre on the mound tonight, and that's good. Time for adjustment for Commodore hitting, as I mentioned, after the 13 strikeouts yesterday.
Sam Finn's going to be behind the plate for the umpiring crew today. At third base is Jake Brickta, Michael Chukerman at first base. So that's your umpiring crew. Falmouth in the field first. Back at the Gov as the Doors look to make it another home win against a divisional opponent in the Harbor Hawks. We're ready to go. Sam Finn says it's time for baseball. And now we go as Urban comes set and delivers the first pitch of this ball game right at 6 o'clock. And he misses outside to get us started. Yesterday's odd game that started, well, resumed, I should say, 3-0 in favor of the Gatemen. Maybe a bit of an adjustment for the Falmouth pitchers and hitters to just get themselves settled into that game. But I tell you what, Fisher Cantrell threw a really solid 3 innings for Falmouth yesterday night. Urban's 2-0 is down the middle for the first called strike of the ball game.
For Cantrell, that was his second outing with the Commodores, but first one in which he got to see actual length from him at Jacksonville State this year. 9.2 innings of work, 19 strikeouts.
I was talking to Cantrell about that one start that he had this past year at Jacksonville State, as the 2-1 misses downstairs. I was actually just talking to him about this about 30 minutes ago before this game got going. He said the practice before he started a midweek game at Alabama for his first start in college. That's a pretty good place to have your first start. There's called strike 2 on the top and inside corner, so it's a full count to Matt Hyannis. But he said he didn't know he was starting until the night before, or the practice the day before, when his coach says, "Hey, Fish, you've got the ball tomorrow." He's like, "Okay." Here's the 3-2, a chopper to the right side, and it's straight to A.J. Putty. Step on first, but I think Matt Hyannis believes that it was a foul ball.
Hyannis is claiming he fouled it off of his foot.
Is out.
So politely questioned Sam Finn.
He's still in the batter's box. And now we're going to have our first umpire meeting of the day. The way the ball bounced, I think Hyannis might have a case here for what is going on. But it was an easy foul ball. When a guy doesn't run, it's probably a good indicator that he probably thinks it's foul. But Hyannis is not going to get the benefit of the doubt. Call does not change. There's the first out of the ball game.
while that can be frustrating for Hyannis, as we'll take a look at the defensive lineup for the Commodores tonight. Ty Konis at third base. Drew Turpin's out of Mount Mercy University at shortstop makes his season debut for the Commodores. Austin Maley at second, A.J. Putty at first, Jackson behind the plate, White, Reebok, and Slinker left to right in the outfield.
One gone in the top of the first. It's Jax Jimenez to the plate. He takes inside. Jimenez, the right fielder today for the Harbor Hawks. You see on his right shin there, he's got, a shin guard that doesn't really match up with the Hyannis team colors. He attends the University of Oregon. Urban's 1-0. It's there for a strike.
Quack, quack. That caught me by surprise, too.
The Oregon Duck is absolutely one of my favorite mascots in all of college athletics. And it kills me that I've had 2 chances in my college career to meet him, and I have failed both times. 1-1 misses outside. The first chance was when I was at the Big Ten women's basketball tournament in Indianapolis. And the Duck was there, and I did not cross paths with the Ducks. The second chance was at the Peach Bowl this year. That was probably a bigger failure. That was just the 2 teams, Oregon and Indiana, and I came up short. 0-1 is a slider, called for a strike.
Indiana, most importantly, didn't come up short.
No, they did not. That game was their biggest win of the playoff. Well, second biggest if it weren't for that 38-3 drubbing of Alabama. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's Urban. Up and away on an off-speed offering. So the count runs full once more.
Might have been the most lopsided football game I'd seen in the college football playoffs at the Rose Bowl this year.
Yeah, that was quite the game for the Hoosiers. Oregon baseball had themselves a solid year as well. Jimenez at the dish. Here's the payoff pitch. Ground ball to the right side. That time, without a doubt, is foul.
Urban's doing a nice job living around the strike zone so far today. When he's missed, it's just been off the plate. He's coming back in 2 consecutive counts against Hyannis and now Jimenez.
Jimenez, 10 hits and 42 at-bats on the season. Only 2 runs batted in. And has walked 6 times, struck out 10. 3-2, fouls back, and Jackson just can't catch it. So another pitch on the way.
For Riley Jackson, this is his 2nd straight game behind home plate, but it had been a little while.
It had.
It can take a bit for a catcher to get their rhythm back again. So Jackson, though we wish he squeezed that. Adam Urban's still living around the strike zone.
Pitch number 8 of this at-bat on the way. Urban waits on the sign and now begins his delivery. And another foul ball. How about 9 pitches in this one?
283 average for Jimenez at the University of Oregon this year.
Yeah, before the Brewster game on Sunday, in which Jackson caught, the previous time he appeared behind the plate was Game 3 of the year in Falmouth's loss at Yarmouth Dennis. The 9th pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Goes off speed and has him well out in front. A perfectly placed curveball for Urban, and there's 2 gone.
And like you said, that breaking ball, so important after he just threw Jimenez so many fastballs that you could see Jimenez get more comfortable as that at-bat went on with seeing the heater. Drops in a pitch, breaking pitch in the zone early on in the game. You don't mind doing that as he locates it and gets the strikeout.
So Urban set once more. The base path's clear thus far. Caden Miller to the plate. Is a boomer bust type of hitter, hitting 174 on the season. But 3 home runs for him as well. That OPS up there, even though the average is lacking a bit.
But how about his year at the University of Texas at San Antonio? 9 homers, 56 RBIs, and 1141 OPS, and a batting average over 350.
He takes upstairs for ball, too.
That's why they say the Cape can be a humbling experience.
It can.
Ben Slanker's an all-star, still putting up great numbers, and isn't nearly at the clip of production he was at this past year at Louisville and Ohio the year before.
Yeah, all of the data points that players and teams look at are a little bit skewed by the metal bats in college. Whether that's good for hitters, bad for pitchers, or vice versa.
I believe they say your batting average decreases by 125, which is a lot. If you're a 375 hitter in college, then you're batting 250 on the Cape.
Right.
That's considered strong with the wood bats.
But Just the speed at which the ball is hit is so much lower. Urban's 2-1. There's a pop-up foul behind on the left side. The exit velocity is such an important part of the game nowadays. Players have been chasing it for the past 10, 15 years. Nobody's taught to swing down at the ball anymore. Teams and players trying to optimize launch angle. It's changed the game. Urban's 2-2 with 2 outs. A shallow fly ball to left field. It has some run with the wind, but Carter White's right there for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Harbor Hawks. That top of the first brought to you by Milton Cat, proud to power the Cape all summer long. Bottom of the first coming your way right after this.
You'll always be safe at home with the Diana Lucevero Group at Compass Real Estate.
Hi, I'm Michael Kasparian, President of the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is here for the benefit of the whole community. Whether you're a local business or a visitor, Falmouth has endless offerings, from its beautiful beaches and historical sites to its local shopping and eateries. The Chamber bridges the 8 villages, providing visitors with all the tools to make their trip one to remember. Our visitor center is located in downtown Falmouth, just off of Main Street. Come by and meet our team. The Falmouth Chamber of Commerce, your community connection.
Hi, my name is Matt Burgess, General Manager here at Falmouth Country Club. We have a unique 27-hole public golf course with a beautiful layout that is family-oriented. Kids play free here at Falmouth Country Club. Getting on the course is quick and easy with our app. You can book tee times, get yardages with GPS, use our interactive scorecard, track your stats, and receive exclusive in-app offers. Falmouth Country Club is a true Cape Cod classic and a local family favorite.
See you on the course.
To the bottom of the first we go. That means it's time to have a look at what Jack Dom's lineup looks like this evening. Austin Maley back in the infield. He is hitting first. Braden Jeffries, first time in the DH spot. He's in the 2-hole. Then Carter White and A.J. Putty are 3 and 4. Jeffries, White, and Putty have been nothing but tremendous. In the 5 slot, it's Ben Slanker. Ty Konis follows him up, 7-8-9. It's the catcher, Riley Jackson. The center fielder, Pearson Reebok. And the new guy, Drew Turpins, in the 9-hole. He plays short today. They're going to face the all-star selection for Hyannis, Brady St. Pierre.
And an all-star indeed, and one of the reasons why is his whip is so low. He's got a 1.63 strikeout to walk ratio. 0-1 record, not indicative of how great he's been. 5 games, 4 games started, 1.15 ERA. Can locate it really well. He's only given up 7 hits as well across 15 and 2/3 innings of action.
That is a tremendous number to be at on the Cape. That ERA tells you what you need to know. Just under a strikeout an inning, but the opponent batting average against is also pretty shocking. Opponent's hitting just 132 off of St. Pierre, a man out of southeastern Louisiana. 6-foot-tall right-hander, weighs in 195 pounds, and he's ready to go off the first base side of the rubber. First pitch to Maley is outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Maley swings at the second offering and chops it foul to the left. Good attendance here on what has been a weird weather day. It was a really windy afternoon here in Falmouth. But I looked outside my window right around 2 o'clock, and there's this yellow orangish glow coming through my windows. I'm like, what is going on here? I looked it up. It was the air quality alert. Maley pops this one to the right-hand side. The right fielder, Jimenez, is there, puts it away. But it's been a weird day, but now beautiful. Very windy today, so the outfielders could have some problems. Here's the Hyannis defense, Farrell.
As Matt Hyannis is at third, Charlie Bates at short, J.C. Davis at second, Caden Miller at first, Andrew Lamb behind the plate, Zenner Barrett and Jimenez left to right in the outfield.
That outfield exactly the same as it was when Hyannis played here on Thursday of last week. As Jeffries early on the first pitch, he fouls it to the right.
How about this guy? No signs of slowing up.
Not at all.
325 average after his season at Michigan, in which he batted 355.
Last time these two teams met, it was the Kenyon Collins show. Through 6 innings of 3-hit, no-run ball, fanned 7. Wave and miss from Jeffries. He's down 0-2. Jeffries has seen the strikeout numbers go up a little bit. Struck out 4 times. Now, one of those was on Friday, technically, but 4 times in the Wareham game. 0-2, he dribbles it foul. But the strikeouts, you'll let that slide when he's been as effective as he has been in the first 10 or so days that he's been with the Doors.
Exactly. 2 more hits than he even has strikeouts. 13 hits to 11 strikeouts in 11 games.
And he didn't strike out all that much at school either. Had more walks than he did strikeouts at the University of Michigan.
And some power, too. 5 homers, 43 RBIs.
Down in an 0-2 a hole here. He takes just a hair inside. An excellent take. St. Pierre grits his teeth as if he just missed it. 27 walks, 26 strikeouts, and 12 hit by pitches as well. St. Pierre's 1-2 in the dirt.
It's amazing to think some of his other seasons as well. 2025 at Michigan, only 22 strikeouts in 41 games. That was his lowest batting average ever posted in college. Still 267 batting average for the 732 OPS.
That is freshman year at Michigan, in which he was a true utility guy. Saw action, I believe the count was 7 different positions. 2 balls, 2 strikes. St. Pierre comes home. And it's a fly ball to the left side. Could be playable for the left fielder Zener, and he puts it away for the second out. Soft contact, the name of the game thus far for St. Pierre. That's probably been his MO all year. If you look at the strikeout numbers, they're low compared to what the innings are, but he gets outs, and he gets them efficiently.
Lower than most All-Stars, but that's all you need. Especially in the Cape Cod League, we discussed wood bats in the top of the first inning, how the velocity off the bat is not the same as the aluminum.
He'll face Carter White. Left-handed hitting power bat for Falmouth. Slots into the 3-hole today. 7 runs batted in, 10 for 22, but still looking for that first long bomb. The 1-0 from St. Pierre. Wave and a miss on a beautiful changeup.
Maybe he was thinking that there if he got a fastball in the zone, but nonetheless, like you mentioned, the off-speed pitch befuddling White way out in front of
St. Pierre's most recent appearance last Wednesday. Went 4 innings, 2 hits, no runs, a walk, and a strikeout. That his longest appearance of the year based on innings and outs recorded. And the 2-1. Misses way outside. On the topic of home runs, Hyannis offensively tied for the league lead with Yarmouth Dennis with 19. Falmouth 9th in the league. The only team with less is Bourne. Falmouth has 8 homers. 3-1 downstairs, ball 4. And that is our first walk of the day presented by Cape Cod Community College. You can go to Cape Cod Community College for free. Every program, no tuition or fees for those that qualify. You can visit capecod.edu/free for more information.
That's nonetheless even more impressive how Bourne's at the top of the division, really without exhibiting any power. It's small ball consistently year in and year out. Only team with an over 500 record and only team with a plus run differential right now in the West Division.
Which is odd to think about when you look at their home ballpark. It's not terribly pitcher friendly.
Especially to the pull side.
Right.
Last time we were there, Fabio Peralta, Ty Konis maybe missed homers by 2 feet.
Yeah, it was
on
real
June 19th.
Close. Yep.
Then you're looking at that game being out of reach and 2 points for the Commodores instead of just 1 that night.
That was one of the best just all-around baseball games of the year that Falmouth has played in. First pitch to A.J. Putty is upstairs. And best all-around baseball, I mean just on the quality of play. You think back to even Game 3 of the year, the 3-2 loss that Falmouth had against Yarmouth Dennis. That was a really high-quality, pro-style baseball game. Here's a fly ball into shallow right field, and it drops for a base hit. Rounding second, heading for third is Carter White. He's there. And runners at the corners for the Commodores with 2 gone.
That's a nice piece of hitting for Putty. I know that we talk about his power, the 9 homers, the 52 RBIs at Illinois this year, and the 3 RBIs he has so far in Falmouth, but it's because of things like that, just putting the ball in play to the opposite field. And now, with the middle of the order up, you got Putty, then Ben Slanker, Konis. Isn't it amazing to think with Jeffries, White, and Putty, had they been here just a little bit longer, you could have had 7 consecutive Commodores in the starting lineup tonight who could have been Cape League All-Stars.
Incredible. Yeah, I mean, if you extrapolate the pace and the numbers that White, Jeffries, and Putty have all been putting up and the pace that they're on, they would absolutely be all-star caliber guys. First pitch to Ben Slanker. Kicks away, but Lamb is able to keep track of it. Lamb decked out in his Southern California Trojans catcher's gear.
Which he had some ridiculous power numbers at USC this year.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He's a well-built guy. He can hit the ball pretty hard.
I know Dado Field can be hitter-friendly there in Los Angeles, but 14 homers, 45 RBIs.
1 ball, no strikes. The left-handed hitting power bat and Slanker. He gets a pitch to hit. It's a dribbler to the right side. And Davis is there. J.C. Davis throws to first and retires. Slanker for the 3rd out. Falmouth strands men at the corners. It's 0-0 after 1. We're just getting started here on Cape League TV. Don't go anywhere. Should be a fun one this evening.
Hi, I'm Jim Murray, owner of Falmouth's historic clam shack, now Jim's Clam Shack. Located on scenic Falmouth Harbor, Jim's Clam Shack is a destination for the best seafood and sunsets on the Cape. We're open 7 days a week, so stop by for lunch or join us for dinner on the rooftop deck. Bring the entire family to try our wide selection of seafood and kid-friendly option. We deliver the freshest products to your plates daily. Jim's Clam Shack, proud supporter of the Falmouth Commodores.
Are you looking for that perfect pregame meal? Supreme Pizza has you covered. Its extensive menu has everything from pies and calzones to salads and subs. And with its online ordering system, delicious food is just 1 click away.
It's an honor to support the Cape Cod Baseball League.
Supreme Pizza is open every day of the week. Order online or stop by their store located at 147 T-Ticket Highway and try a slice today.
Well, we mentioned the weird weather today, Farrell, but not weird anymore. A picture-perfect night for baseball in Falmouth.
Ooh, 19-mile-an-hour winds. That might keep the ball in the yard, though, blowing southwest, especially hitters trying to hit it out to the northeast, dimensionally speaking here. That's where home plate faces. So you might have a little bit of a pitcher's duel with the 2 highest ERAs on Cape Cod meeting tonight. As we take a look at your Hyannis keys to the game, no free passes. We talked about the ERA for Hyannis. It's been a pretty rough year for them. You don't want to allow the Commodores to get on base, especially when you got guys that can fly like Austin Maley and Braden Jeffries. And for Hyannis, it's about snapping the skid. I know I mentioned they're 10-4 against the West Division. They've been playing some solid baseball. Could be in 2nd place tonight with a victory over the Commodores as they'd hold the tiebreaker going 2-1 on the season. But a tough loss over the Bourne Bridge at Clemson Blaine Field to the Wareham Gatemen, and then you get shut out by the Cotuit Kettleers, who haven't been playing all the best baseball as of recent. So for the Harbor Hawks, it's getting down to crunch time.
We knew after the first week that the West Division was going to be super open, and it has not changed. Bourne has its lead, but it's not commanding by any means. It's only a game and a half in it for the Bourne Braves, who sit atop the West Division.
What's commanding, though, is their pitching staff, 2nd best on the Cape Cod League at 3.14 behind, you guessed it, YD.
They've had that pitching staff all year, the Braves had.
Although YD has proved they are human.
Yes, they have lost
they're
2
not
games
robotic.
in a row.
19-4-1 now.
It is possible.
Still
despite
3.5
what many have said.
games ahead of 2nd place Brewster.
2-0, that's called a strike on the low inside corner. But you look at how well Brewster is playing at this point. If they continue this pace, we could have a divisional race in the East.
And Brewster right now in 2nd place over Harwich, who
those 2 teams play tonight.
Commodores have had their struggles with them. We don't need to document it any further other than the minus 22 run differential. The Mariners practically solely responsible for the reason why the Commodores are down. It's adjusted for Harwich, we can say.
Yeah. Is that your new analytical metric, Farrell?
Sure. Adjusted for Harwich.
2-2 off-speed pitch just misses a hair outside.
And we talked about Bourne. I just want to touch on the power department real quick. You lose Mark Quattrani now, who's leading the way in home runs for 9 games for the Bourne Braves. 2 homers, 7 RBIs, getting drafted by the Padres.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's Urban's offering. Down and in. That was the 3-2 pitch, rather, and that's ball 4. So Bates works his way aboard. Not the biggest base-stealing threat. He's attempted it 3 times, been successful twice. But a good arm behind the dish, and Riley Jackson.
And for Urban there, just trying to sneak it inside quarter fastball. I like the pitch sequence, though, on a full count from Adam Urban. Maybe Charlie Bates expecting an off-speed similar to what St. Pierre was throwing the Commodores on a 3-2 pitch in the bottom of the first inning.
You know, we just mentioned the ability of Bourne pitching to have the skills that they have. You go back to last year, they had the 2nd highest ERA on the Cape.
And still won the
championship. Now, they did score the 2nd most runs a game. Another check to first. And back there is Bates.
But at that point, you'd figure they would just be the league leader in that category.
Right.
It wouldn't even be second. It would be league leader by a wide margin. Baseball's a funny sport, especially in the playoffs. It's a tournament.
Bourne hit the least home runs a year ago.
Ooh.
It's a called strike. Riley Jackson thought about throwing behind the runner as Bates slipped, trying to go for second.
And I think with Riley's arm, he had a real prudent chance right there. I mean, you had Bates a third of the way down to second base.
The question would have just been, was A.J. Putty ready to receive a throw? 0-1. There's a pickoff attempt. Very close that time. But Bates is back in with a touch of the fingertip.
A lot closer than our first base umpire, Michael Chunkerman, calmly demonstrated, but that was awfully close.
0-1's downstairs. You know, Jackson's going to have an eye on Charlie Bates over there at first. Look at teams that run the bases. Hyannis, not one of them in the stolen base department. 28 as a team on the year. An off-speed pitch is fouled off out of play on the left. The only team with fewer stolen bases is Cotuit with 24. But at the top of the league, there's a team that has a little bit more than everybody else. Harwich has stolen 80 bags on the year. Brewster, second place with 59. Urban's 1-2. A hard hit line drive into the gap on the right side. And racing around second, but stopping there is Bates. The throw goes over second base. Everybody moves up a spot. 2 on, nobody gone in this second frame.
Well, we saw Adam Urban pull a Houdini act against the Kettleers last Wednesday night. Bases loaded, 1 out in the bottom of the first, and he got out of the jam. So this is nothing new. You've been throwing pitches, especially at the bottom of the zone, locating your fastball. I'd like to see him do that again here. He can get a double play, middle infield, 1 pitch, get you out of the inning.
Urban might have missed his spot right there. That fastball right down the middle. But a guy with good power at college didn't make him pay for it all too much. Here's a popped bunt. Urban has some trouble with it, and there's going to be no throw. He threw it away into the bullpen. That's going to score at least 1 run, and it might score 2. Here's the throw on the way from Slanker. It is not in time.
Oh, boy.
Urban sailed the throw into the right field bullpen, and Hyannis has the lead. It's 2-0.
And at that point, once Adam Urban bobbled, the best thing you can do is just hold on to the baseball.
Absolutely.
Then you'll have bases loaded. Play at any base. Don't rush a throw, especially even as fast and as coordinated with his footwork as Austin Maley is. Don't put Austin Maley in that position to have to receive it last second. So a mistake on Urban's part, and pays for it as Hyannis is up 2.
A killer error last night on the collision between Jeffries and Konis down the third baseline, and another that time as there's a slider called a strike to start Taylor Kirkstay at the plate.
We talk about Hyannis right now, tied for 8th with Wareham in hits on the Cape Cod League. They don't score at a high clip. 8th in that category with 87 runs on the season. Don't give them freebies and momentum.
Same off speed that time from Urban. Kirk is out in front. That'll be a throwing error on Adam Urban. It's 2-0 Hyannis. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 on 3 straight sliders as Taylor Kirk goes back to the dugout.
That's good pitching 101 there from Urban. Earlier in the at-bat to Kirk, realized that he was late on that breaking ball over the outside corner. Gets him to fish by throwing it 3 to 6 inches outside, even further there. Intelligent pitching for the first out.
So a runner at third, it's Henry Zehner. Liam Barrett steps on in. Barrett's last game against the Commodores last Thursday, hitting the 9-hole, was 0 for 3. Slider is on the outside corner, strike 1. Corner infielders playing in for Falmouth. That's Konis and Putty at third and first. Urban's 0-1. Slider to the right side. Maley's going to let the run score, take the out at first. It's 3-0 Hyannis, and 2 gone in the second.
Now, Maley would have practically not had a play at all at the plate anyway, but even if the Commodores brought the infield in, best decision there, just get the out and get Adam Urban comfortable, because a 3-run deficit, not entirely that much with the clip of runs that we saw the Commodores capable of scoring earlier this week against Brewster and last time out against Hyannis.
So the base is clear. J.C. Davis to the plate for the first time today. Fastball misses high. Davis 3 for 15 this season for the Harbor Hawks. An infielder out of Rice. School down in Houston. Oh no, he squares to bunt. It's back to the backstop. 3 for 15. He's scored a run, has walked 3 times, only struck out once. 1 for 2 with a sacrifice and a walk yesterday, or 2 days ago. I say yesterday. Falmouth and Wareham, the only 2 teams to play any baseball yesterday. Urban's 1-1. Slider sails high. And Urban is relying on that slider. Try and get himself out of this. It's 3-0 Hyannis. All 3 runs coming in this second. His wind and the delivery. Here's the 2-2. Slider frisbees outside.
I was just going to say, frisbee slider doing a little bit of the cha-cha slide into the lefty batter's box away from righty hitters. So deceptive and tough to pick up, but easier to pick up, though, when you throw it 2 times in a row. Let's see him try and go high fastball here.
3-2. Called, strike 3 on the outside corner.
Or you can do that.
Works just as well. You get out of it, but the error does the damage. It's 3-0 Hyannis after an inning and a half. Back after this.
If you're a Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Life can be full of surprises, but Eastern Propane and Oil is always just a call away. With a local team member available 24/7, we're always ready to support you when you need it. With an Eastern Propane and Oil technician on the way, your family's comfort is our priority. Our local team, over 500 strong, ensures your home is comfortable and warm. Eastern Propane and Oil, a local team with 24/7 service and delivery, ensuring comfort when you need it most.
To the bottom of the second we go with Tyconis, Riley Jackson, and Pearson Reebok up for the Commodores. They're in a 3-0 hole. Farrell, what's the key to get this game back even?
Well, don't let it snowball, and that's indicative right there for Adam Urban. 3-run top of the second inning. You make an error, but just like last time out against Katuitt, he had bases loaded, 1 out on self-inflicted wounds, and he got himself out of the inning, and then he retired 6 in a row after that, and then lucky number 13. We spoke about the strikeouts. Falmouth right now leading the Cape Cod League in strikeouts with a pretty significant margin, 14 over second place Wareham with 246. Did a good job at the bottom of the first inning, though, of not striking out. Look to continue that here against Brady St. Pierre. I know he's not a strikeout pitcher, but for the Commodores also putting balls in play in emphasis tonight.
See if they can avoid stranding runners like they did both against Brewster and against Wareham. 11 left on base in both of those contests at the end of it. Tyconis is going to lead things off in the second. As St. Pierre back out for another inning, it's strike 1. One-0 down in the dirt. 0-1 rather, but the positive part for Falmouth is that they do have the ability. They're not hitless at the moment. They left runners at the corners, but they got a runner to the corner in the bottom of the first. Conis, check swing, appeal down to first. Yes, he did, says Michael Chukerman. So it's 1-2. Conis able to make contact with that. Good thing, too. It would have been a swing if he had missed.
Those are a couple off-speed pitches, and I know Conis gets comfortable when, like any good hitter, he sees a lot of fastballs. Look to see if he can get that here. I have a feeling he's going to drive one if he gets it located in the wrong spot.
Another 1-2. It's into right field. Racing back is Jimenez, and on his back pedal, he makes the catch for the first out. Maybe just a little bit tied up that time was Conis.
Still a pretty nice inside-out swing to drive it about 20 feet from the wall on an off-speed pitch. Good approach from Conis.
Wind definitely seems to be helping today. The wind, based on the American flag in right field, it's blowing pretty much straight out to right field.
Yeah, it said south-southwest originally. That looked more north-northeast. Good carry for Conis.
Riley Jackson steps up, first time today. That's off the hands, into right field. Jimenez under it again, 2 gone.
I know they're having quick at-bats, but just like you mentioned, again, in on the hands, still making really formidable contact. It feels like they're just a swing or 2 away here for really clicking versus Brady St. Pierre.
And Pearson Reebok will step on up. The new man, Drew Turpins, is on deck for Falmouth, waiting for his first at-bat of the year. Reebok was 0 for 3 against Wareham, scored a run. Hitting the 8-hole, played right field against Brewster on Sunday, was 1 for 3, also scored a run that day.
He's a vacuum defensively and so versatile. That's why he can spare the batting average right now.
Hard hit ground ball, picked up by J.C. Davis, who flips to first, and a 1-2-3 inning for the Hyannis defense. Hyannis flips over its lineup card. It's Hyannis, Jimenez, and Miller to the plate for the Harbor Hawks on the other side of these messages.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
At Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
This broadcast is a copyrighted production of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Any unauthorized duplication, retransmission, or other use is strictly prohibited. To the third we go. Hyannis back to the top of its order. It's Matt Hyannis, Jax Jimenez, and Caden Miller to the plate. Another tough inning. Falmouth gifted a big inning to Hyannis in the top of the second. It's 3-0.
Still within 3 runs of striking distance. So you go up against the top third in the order that Adam Urban had a very strong time against for the most part. It's interesting, you see Matt Hyannis still having a conversation with Sam Finn, the home plate umpire. Remember, Hyannis thought he fouled it off his foot to the first baseman, A.J. Putty. Wonder if that's what that conversation was about.
That would be my guess. It's a slow chopper his first time up. He'll step back in, take a strike upstairs on the slider. Hyannis out of West Virginia, 308 average, a homer, 7 runs batted in for Hyannis. Slider hit in the air to center field, racing after it, Pearson Reebok, and he's got it for the first out.
And that's a dying ball with a little bit of backspin to shallow left center. Reebok had to cover a lot more real estate than it looked. Again, it's that speed where he's able to just so easily close in on baseballs and make catch.
Falmouth has been blessed with some solid center field play, mostly with Fabio Peralta, who has just wowed night in, night out in center. But he's getting some well-deserved rest. Not in the lineup today. First pitch is a broken bat, ground ball to Putty, and he takes it himself for the second out.
And after the litany of pitches that the Harbor Hawks forced Adam Urban to throw in the top of the first inning, Urban gets rewarded here with a very economic start to the top of the third.
Hyannis up by 3. All 10 teams on the Cape in action tonight. And all 10 teams will be playing every day from now until Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the All-Star weekend break. And 4 of the 5 games have begun. Down and inside, the slider to Caden Miller. The only interleague game on the Cape is Orleans at Wareham. That's a hike for the Firebirds. 1-0, it's hard hit ball on the ground to the right side.
Longest travel distance on Cape Cod.
Yep.
Boring Katuitt tied at 2, bottom of the 5th at Lowell Park.
Good. Should be some close games all the way around.
Brewster and Harwich, obviously the event of the evening, as you alluded to, Andrew.
Wave and a miss on that offering that time. It's the ball and 2 strikes.
Well, we've seen the breaking ball and fastball. How about the changeup? Not thrown that frequently at all. More of a slider, more sliders we see from Urban, but only 6 changeups last time out.
And that a very good one at that. A ball and 2 strikes from Urban. Just a little high on the fastball. He's got some good velocity, 93 that time.
Certainly like the idea. You play off of a slow changeup in the low 80s, down low, and go fastball up high. 10 miles an hour difference can feel like 15.
And it opens up the breaking ball as well. 2-2 to Miller. Check swing down to third. Jake Brichtis says he went around. That ends the inning, a 1-2-3 inning for Adam Urban. It's still 3-0 for Hyannis. We're through 2.5. Back to Falmouth right after this.
Hi, I'm Jim Murray, owner of Falmouth's historic clam shack, now Jim's Clam Shack. Located on scenic Falmouth Harbor, Jim's Clam Shack is a destination for the best seafood and sunsets on the Cape. We're open 7 days a week, so stop by for lunch or join us for dinner on the rooftop deck. Bring the entire family to try our wide selection of seafood and kid-friendly option. We deliver the freshest products to your plates daily. Jim's Clam Shack, a proud supporter of the Falmouth Commodores.
Are you looking for that perfect pregame meal? Supreme Pizza has you covered. Its extensive menu has everything from pies and calzones to salads and subs. And with its online ordering system, delicious food is just one click away.
It's an honor to support the Cape Cod Baseball League.
Supreme Pizza is open every day of the week. Order online or stop by their store located at 147 T-Ticket Highway and try a slice today.
We welcome you back to Gov Fuller Field as the Falmouth Commodores are down 3-0 to the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. Timmy Weiss on hand, and I got to talk with the newest Commodore today, and that's Drew Turpins, and he's actually maybe more familiar with Coach Dom than anyone on the team on this roster. And that's because he plays with Mount Mercy with head coach Jack Dom, and also played with head coach Jack Dom with the Clinton Lumber Kings last summer. So something that he was able to talk to me about is he trusts him with pretty much anything when it comes to asking him any questions about picking his perspective about the game. And he also said that Coach Dom is not afraid to let him know when he does something wrong as well. Turpins will be making his debut this inning with the Commodores. Guys, back to you.
Turpins will step on up to the batter's box, and there's going to be a new pitcher on the mound after Brady St. Pierre's day is done. It's the left-hander Bruce Littleton who pitched for Hyannis the last time these two teams played.
Yeah, and for Bruce Littleton, the left-hander, Commodores, as you mentioned, seeing him for the second time today in Thursday night's 9-1 drubbing of the Harbor Hawks. Littleton in the ballgame went 2 2/3, no hits, no runs, no earned, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. He was mowing down Commodore hitting, so that's the Commodores' arch nemesis, the strikeouts, as I've alluded to. Here's your perfect opportunity. Down 3, opener game. St. Pierre goes 2 of scoreless ball. Time to chip away.
Littleton, the left-hander, steps up to face Drew Turpins in his first Cape Cod League at-bat. Hyannis with a 3-0 lead as we enter the bottom of the third. First pitch swinging for Turpins. He sends it on a fly to left center field, and tracking it down is Henry Zener, who got a great jump to that ball in left center.
And that's a great jump, as you mentioned, because that ball is deep in the left center field gap. We spoke about the real estate Pearson Reebok can cover. Well, how about Zener? He might have just outdone Reebok's catch in many plays we've seen. Closes at a really tough angle as well.
I like the first pitch swinging aspect, though, for Turpins. His first at-bat, first pitch he sees on the Cape. He puts a charge into it, but a great play by Henry Zener took it away.
So far, 265 innings in the field for Henry Zener. 61 chances, 61 putouts, 1,000 fielding percentage.
I'd say that's pretty good. 1-0. A spinning ball foul to the right side. Caden Miller racing after it, and he can't get there in time.
And the Commodores got lucky because Caden Miller was the only guy who had a play on that. Andrew Lamb popping up out of his crouch in the catcher's position. Couldn't locate it fast enough, otherwise you'd be looking at 2 quick outs.
Final line on the day for Brady St. Pierre. 2 innings, a hit, no runs, a walk, no strikeouts. With 26 pitches, 16 strikes to get through 2 innings. Not a bad pace. Lefty-righty matchup, the pitch to Maley. Off the end of the bat once more, it goes out of play. The top of the order for Falmouth, Austin Maley, who's hitting .279 coming into this ball game. A ball and 2 strikes to him. And Littleton comes home. Upstairs, but on the top rail, Maley goes down looking, and there's 2 gone.
Something Worth noting, though, already the 8th out of the game, and only the first strikeout for Hyannis pitching against the Commodores.
Neither of these two pitching staffs strike out a lot of batters. Coming into this game, Hyannis had 218 as a staff. That was tied for 8th most in the Cape. Falmouth with the least with 198. Adam Urban has put the Doors above the 200 strikeout mark as a team. Urban has 4 through 3 innings. And this is Braden Jeffries, who flew out to left his first time to the plate. Oh, 1 down and or 1-0 down and away. Again, good attendance on a Tuesday evening in Falmouth. Didn't have too many people at last night's game. It wasn't scheduled to be a game day for Falmouth until rain had changed our plans on Friday. Played 45 minutes of that game, but that was it.
Still a pretty decent turnout, all
Yeah,
things
not bad.
considered, though. No national anthem lead up.
Just pure baseball, pretty much. Off the hands, into center field, but before it drops, J.C. Davis makes the run and the catch to retire the side. 6 straight up, 6 straight down for the Falmouth hitters. We're through 3, top of the 4th coming your way. Charlie Bates, Andrew Lamb, and Henry Ziener up for the Hawks.
You'll always be safe at home with the Diana Lucevero Group at Compass Real Estate.
Hi, I'm Michael Kasparian, President of the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is here for the benefit of the whole community. Whether you're a local business or a visitor, Falmouth has endless offerings, from its beautiful beaches and historical sites to its local shopping and eateries. The Chamber bridges the 8 villages, providing visitors with all the tools to make their trip one to remember. Our visitor center is located in downtown Falmouth, just off of Main Street. Come by and meet our team. The Falmouth Chamber of Commerce, your community connection.
Hi, my name is Matt Burgess, General Manager here at Falmouth Country Club. We have a unique 27-hole public golf course with a beautiful layout that is family-oriented. Kids play free here at Falmouth Country Club. Getting on the course is quick and easy with our app. You can book tee times, get yardages with GPS, use our interactive scorecard, track your stats, and receive exclusive in-app offers. Falmouth Country Club is a true Cape Cod classic and a local family favorite.
See you on the course.
Adam Urban back out for his 4th inning of work. It's 3-0 Harbor Hawks. The difference being the error in the 2nd frame. Aside from that, no other runs have scored in any half inning. We're through 3, 6 more to go in Falmouth. Alongside Farrell Hudson, Timmy Weiss down on the sidelines. Andrew Hillsman here on Cape League TV. First pitch is a check swing taken for a ball by Charlie Bates.
Now from here, that looked like Charlie Bates held up on the check swing. I'm always amazed, though, at umpires' ability to read it from 120 feet away.
Hits one hard on the ground. Putty's got it, and he takes it himself for the 3rd time today. To the first base bag for an out. So Adam Urban, the University of Minnesota Golden Gopher, Wisconsin area native. Last summer spent with the Wilmar Stingers of the Northwoods League. Made the jump to the Cape. He's had a really good summer. Threw 42 innings last summer for the Stingers to a 5.91 ERA, but 2.25 here in the Cape is his earned around average.
Love his town name, too, Wauwatosa. Just outside Milwaukee. About a 5-minute drive from American Family Field.
In Milwaukee County. Fly ball to left field. Stepping in on it is Carter White, ranging a little bit to his left, but he puts it away. Read the spin well, and out number 2 has come and gone.
Soft contact for Urban. He does have 4 strikeouts in this game in as many innings, 3 2/3 to be exact. But it's that soft contact and economical efficiency like we saw so beautifully exhibited from Urban in the 3rd inning. Now the 2nd consecutive start in which he could potentially go 2 innings of scoreless ball with no runners on base.
First pitch, a strike to Henry Zehner. Zehner had that bunt right in front of the mound that was ruled as a bunt single, and then he reached 3rd on the throwing error by Urban. Urban's 0-1. Up and away on a changeup. Urban with that trademark long leg step behind him. He fires in strike 2. Change up that time. It's 1-2. Tell you what, Urban's efficiency really, really strong to this point. Just approaching the 60 pitch mark. Here's the 1-2 with 2 outs. A bouncing ball to the right side. Maley fields and throws. It pulls Putty off the bag. Call it E4 and the inning continues.
Now we had this conversation last time that for Urban, earned runs aren't charged towards him. 2nd error of the ballgame for the Commodores, but because he was fielding his position in the top of the 2nd inning. But outside of that, only 1 hit today. I know the scoreboard says 2 hits, but unless they're counting Henry Zehner's hit as an infield single before Urban threw it away.
They are.
Which that's okay.
Yes.
So that's the difference.
Yep, they called it a bunt single, and then he reached 3rd on the throwing error.
On the throwing error.
Urban back to a slider for the first pitch to Taylor Kirk.
I'm glad we got that corrected.
Yep.
I was going to say that's the only possible way.
4 strikeouts to this point, only 1 walk allowed by Adam Urban. He'll come set off the first base side of the rubber. Runner goes on the slider, and it's fouled off, 0-2.
And Kirk getting a piece of that slider actually benefited the Commodores because Riley Jackson had to reach over the outside corner. Practically no chance of nabbing Zehner, who was coasting into 2nd.
Zehner stolen 2 bags on 2 attempts this summer. Urban looks in. Here's the 0-2. Runner goes again. Right back to Urban, and he snags it and leaves it right on the mound.
And a la Katuit. He had that exact play up the road at Lowell Park last week as well.
Same thing.
A lot of similarities between then and now.
Bit of deja vu for Urban. The Doors down 3-0 into the bottom of the 4th. Commodores are going to have Carter White, A.J. Putty, and Ben Slanker up to the plate.
You'll always be safe at home with the Diana Lucevero Group at Compass Real Estate.
Hi, I'm Michael Kasparian, President of the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is here for the benefit of the whole community. Whether you're a local business or a visitor, Falmouth has endless offerings, from its beautiful beaches and historical sites to its local shopping and eateries. The Chamber bridges the 8 villages, providing visitors with all the tools to make their trip one to remember. Our visitor center is located in downtown Falmouth, just off of Main Street. Come by and meet our team. The Falmouth Chamber of Commerce, your community connection.
Hi, my name is Matt Burgess, General Manager here at Falmouth Country Club. We have a unique 27-hole public golf course with a beautiful layout that is family-oriented. Kids play free here at Falmouth Country Club. Getting on the course is quick and easy with our app. You can book tee times, get yardages with GPS, use our interactive scorecard, track your stats, and receive exclusive in-app offers. Falmouth Country Club is a true Cape Cod classic and a local family favorite.
See you on the course.
Well, we're into the 3rd quarter of the Cape season, you could say, and well, there's plenty of storylines to go around. Wareham finally got its first road win against the Commodores. Holden Pantier, the player of the week. 500 OBP last week. And the show gets a couple of more Cape guys. 6 more guys signed this week. First pitch on the way to Carter White. Is upstairs and out.
Yeah, we mentioned the 16 former Commodores who got drafted, 2 that got signed. You'll see that soon on social media in our draft show.
Off-speed pitch, called a strike.
Confirmed that it'll be posted on the Falmouth Commodores Instagram by tomorrow.
One foul tip to the mitt. Littleton works his way back ahead. Littleton, a great first inning, went 1-2-3. We're into the bottom of the 4th. This game has gone quickly. It's Hyannis by 3. Littleton fires home. Wave and a miss. White was in between and just threw the bat at it. Came up empty. That's strike 3.
When you know Carter White is guessing that much, that's how much of a nasty pitch it was from Bruce Littleton. I mentioned the 5 strikeouts across 2 2/3 last time. Now he's got 2 strikeouts so far through an inning and a third.
Second strikeout of the day for Littleton. Second for Hyannis as a team as well. A.J. Putty to the dish. Singled his first time up, was stranded at first base. He takes on the outside corner, strike 1. Littleton ready once more. And he'll come home. A high leg kick. A wave and a miss upstairs on the fastball. Looks so enticing out of the hand. And moves up and away from the barrel. Littleton looking for a second straight strikeout. His 0-2, a foul tip to the mitt. Strike 3 once more.
I think Putty was expecting an off-speed at that point because you usually see A.J. ready for the fastball, but he gets a second straight heater. That's why I just barely missed it, tipping it into the glove of Lamb.
And the all-star selection, Ben Slanker, to the plate. It's been a while since anybody for Falmouth has hit a home run. Today, as good a day as any, and Slanker as good a player as any to go yard. Maybe the wind not favoring him as a left-handed hitter. He takes a fastball to start his at-bat.
And to think about the high pedigree of pitching that you see in the Cape Cod League, I know it's a smaller sample size, but in 17 games, a Wood Bat League, the perfect game collegiate baseball league with Jamestown last summer, a .420 average for Ben Slanker. At a slugging position, no less.
He fouls one back to the mitt. It's 0-2.
He's got some serious power with ease, though. Been down around the batting cage in batting practice. Ben Slanker makes it look easy.
He does.
Littleton's humming it in there, though. 5 pitches in the middle or top of the zone in a row. Predominantly all fastballs.
Look at just how few home runs are hit across the Cape. Just under 7% of all hits go over the fence. A slider down and away. It's ball 1.
That's what I think. Micah Neo, a homer in 20% of his games last year. 8 homers and 23 RBIs. More than deserving of the Cape Cod League Player of the Year honors. Micah Neo teammates with Kenyon Collins.
Back at Marshall. 1-2 in the dirt. But across the Cape, there's maybe a couple of guys that are starting to be in that MVP conversation. Tyler Smolinski, the Harwich shortstop, has the highest OPS on the Cape and 4 home runs as well. 2-2 down and out.
Colin Larson, right, also leads
Right
the way in
behind him.
OPS.
Yes.
Or right behind.
Yep.
What a duo that is. We've seen J.P. Peltier.
He's up there as well. 3-2. Slanker gets a piece.
Jet Lax and Jason Krieger with phenomenal outings in that shutout against the Commodores back on June 18th. Yeah, Harwich has been the one consistent team. I know it's 2 games, but it's had Falmouth's number in every aspect.
Wareham almost the same way as well. The only win that Falmouth has against the Gatemen was a walk-off win in an 11-10 game.
A third of their wins against the Commodores.
3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch is a broken bat right behind the mound, and maybe a chance as Slanker gets there in time.
Just how he drew it up.
It's an infield single for Ben Slanker on a broken bat.
Ooh.
And it looks like the pitcher, Bruce Littleton, I believe that's who that is on the ground, might have taken a tumble there, trying to go get that baseball.
And that's not good because I was just about to say, with Charlie Bates and his speed, like most shortstops have, usually a pitcher would give up on that pop-up behind the mound, but Bruce Littleton was absolutely booking it, and you hope the best for his health because he's been a guy who's certainly shown out this year for the Harbor Hawks.
I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe a collision between him and Bates, or he just took an awkward fall off the mound.
17 strikeouts in 10 2/3 Southern Mississippi for Littleton this year. For entering tonight's game, a 2.45 ERA and 3 2/3. So
as he gets tended to, we're going to take a break here on Cape League TV. We're in the bottom of the 4th. 2 gone for Falmouth with a runner aboard. Back in the bottom of the fourth here in Falmouth. Bruce Littleton out of the game. Not sure what happened, but we sure hope he's all right. The new pitcher into the game for Hyannis, it's number 3, the right-hander, Cohen Gomez.
Cohen Gomez, a guy who can strike out a lot of hitters. 15 strikeouts through 12 2/3 so far this year. You look at his year at Stanford University, 51 strikeouts in 38 2/3 innings of action. Low walks per 9, whip at 1.18. Bruce Littleton struck out a lot of Commodores, 5 2 2/3 to be, or 1 2/3. 5 2 2/3 on Thursday now. I will get myself correct. 1 2/3 today, and he struck out 3 more. So how about that for Littleton so far this season against the Commodores? 4 1/3 innings of action, 8 strikeouts of 13 outs
Not
recorded.
bad, and just 1 walk as well. So Cohen Gomez, a tall right-hander, 6'3", 225. Pitched on Sunday, through an inning, allowed a hit, struck out 2. We might have a flamethrower on our hands if, well, not entirely sure at that point. He's a tall guy, but just a very over-the-top arm action. Not as much speed as we saw Jordan Stevens have for Wareham on Friday night.
Or even Garrett Lambert.
Yes.
When he was pitching for the Wareham Gatemen, and he had the 12 strikeouts in the 5 innings. It was his extension, getting 8 or 9 feet down the mountain, his stride length that made the 91 look like 98.
It was 7+ feet, anywhere above 7 feet.
Jackson Kircher can really hum it in there, too.
And he got up to 7 feet as well. Extension being how far your hand at the point of release gets from the pitching rubber, and that's when you release it. The rubber, 60 feet, 6 inches away from home plate, but the pitcher can take off 6 to 8 feet of that if they've got good extension. So Gomez is going to get his warm-up pitches, and it looks like he is all ready to go.
I mean, to think of the science behind hitting a baseball, even a flat 90-mile-an-hour fastball in which you have a 3 out of 10 chance of hitting, even if you're one of the best hitters around, still 0.4 of a second to read out of the hand. All different arm angles, lefty, righty, different pitchers in a game through the lineup. But if there's any guy that's capable of attacking a fastball, it's this guy right here, Ty Konis.
Konis flew out in his first time up, got tied up on a pitch inside, and flew out to right field. Wind's starting to die down a little bit, but still a bit of a breeze at this point. Just past 7 o'clock. Here on Cape Cod. I'll throw over to first base. Nothing doing. But Gomez, a successful season in the Northwoods League last year, threw 48 2/3 innings. 3.70 ERA. Great numbers. First pitch downstairs to Ty Konis.
Considering outside of the 7 innings he threw in his freshman season at Stanford, his worst summer was in Corvallis, a summer in which he still went 2-0 with a 3.31 ERA, because the strikeouts weren't at a premium, unlike his last 2 summers.
Catches the corner with a fastball. It's 1-1.
Part of a Corvallis Knights team that went 41-13, scored 328 runs, only allowing 187 in 2024.
1-1. Catches the corner, a changeup that time. And it's 1-2. Big opportunity for Gomez to continue the pitching dominance for the Harbor Hawks today in the bottom of the fourth. His 1-2. There's a foul tip to the mitt. Did it hit the dirt? Not entirely sure.
Konis is claiming and he says foul ball.
And I think Konis is right. The first base umpire, Michael Trukerman, I think agreed with Sam Finn behind the dish that that ball did touch the dirt before Andrew Lamb gobbled it up. So the count stays 1-2. The right-hander Gomez ready once more. And Konis fouls it back. Gomez with a look at first. And another 1-2 pitch. Hyannis pops it up. It'll stay in the infield. Andrew Lamb will give it off to Caden Miller, who puts it away for out number 3. The Doors strand 1, just 1 hit in the 4th. We go to the top of the 5th. 8, 9, and 1 up for the Harbor Hawks with Barrett, Davis, and Hyannis.
You'll always be safe at home with the Diana Lucevero Group at Compass Real Estate.
Hi, I'm Michael Kasparian, President of the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is here for the benefit of the whole community. Whether you're a local business or a visitor, Falmouth has endless offerings, from its beautiful beaches and historical sites to its local shopping and eateries. The Chamber bridges the 8 villages, providing visitors with all the tools to make their trip one to remember. Our visitor center is located in downtown Falmouth, just off of Main Street. Come by and meet our team. The Falmouth Chamber of Commerce, your community connection.
Hi, my name is Matt Burgess, General Manager here at Falmouth Country Club. We have a unique 27-hole public golf course with a beautiful layout that is family-oriented. Kids play free here at Falmouth Country Club. Getting on the course is quick and easy with our app. You can book tee times, get yardages with GPS, use our interactive scorecard, track your stats, and receive exclusive in-app offers. Falmouth Country Club is a true Cape Cod classic and a local family favorite.
See you on the course.
3-0 Hyannis as we enter the 5th inning here on Cape League TV. I'm Andrew Hilsman. Alongside me, Farrell Hudson, the 3rd member of our crew, Tammy Weiss. Adam Urban out for inning number 5, and he's been good thus far. Those 3 runs in the top of the 2nd. Not earned, but charged to him, but he struck out 4 and kept the pitch count pretty low, just 61 to this point.
Yeah, so far, besides the 2 errors, only 2 hits allowed. Like you mentioned, kept the ball low in the zone. He's located his off-speed pitches for strikes. He's gone over the inside corner quite frequently with that fastball. And in that time frame, also 4 strikeouts in 4 innings.
So the first pitch of the 5th on the way to Liam Barrett. And he goes with the slider that's been working all day. And he gets the call. The 0-1 is a ground ball to the right side and foul. There's a lot of kids over by the bullpen mound. Usually you don't see them gathering over there. I wonder if there's some promotion that's going to happen or if they're just watching over there on the right side. Urban's 0-2. Poked out into foul territory. Hyannis can't make the play, just falls out of his glove in foul territory as he was contorting his body all the way around to try and make that play.
That's a tough play for a third baseman to make because
is.
you just got to go straight back, and then you're trying to get an angle at which you can receive the baseball because there's really no such angle, just going a straight 90-degree angle back.
And that ball with so much spin on it, too.
Sure, the kids love talking to Kason Murphy. He's a guy, even when he's warming up, he's a happy-go-lucky type. He'll still talk to you, yell something, sign an autograph.
Another 0-2 from Urban. That time, strike 3.
Beautiful.
A dirty changeup.
I mean, that's just like, we're right behind home plate, so our vantage point, that's just like sink. It's just like
drops
poof,
right off the
drop.
table. It's so impressive.
I mean, wow, it looked like a slow-motion swing from Barrett.
Yep.
Which, by the way, a great hitter this year in school. .317 batting average, 36 games in the Big West for UC Santa Barbara.
So 1 gone in the 5th. Urban fires upstairs to J.C. Davis. Davis playing in his 6th game of the year. Upstairs again. Played for the Rice Owls, was the 2nd team in the American Conference in 2026, 2nd teamer. Hit .330. Urban at the top of the zone called a strike on the slider. Two balls, one strike. Off the end of the bat, into the center of the infield. Who's got it? It's the new man, Drew Turpins, for the second out.
Now batting for the Harbor Hawks, the third baseman from West Virginia State, number 15, Matt Hyannis.
As we've discussed, Matt Hyannis so far this season leads Hyannis in batting average, 308, 404 on base percentage, 814 OPS, 7 RBIs. Oh, by the way, that's all in 11 games this season.
Tremendous. Finalist for the Brooks Wallace Award, which is
best shortstop, right?
Best
Nationally?
college shortstop of the year.
Wow. Probably got some pretty cool alums on that list.
Yeah, we'll go down through it. Let's see. It was first awarded in 2004 when it was, from 2004 to 2008, it was the best player in the nation. 1-1 on the way. Put in the air to the left side. Hyannis is going to make the catch, but it is out of play. It was on the grass. The concrete or dirt, the gray dirt line is the out of play line. And Jake Bricht makes the call over there. Yeah, you go down the list of the Brooks Wallace Award 2025, the award won by this year's #1 overall pick, Rock Chalowski. Dylan Carey of Nebraska won it this season. But Matt Shaw on that list, Brooks Lee, Dansby Swanson back in 2015, Trey Turner, Alex Bregman.
Sheldon Noisey's quite the name. Dodger and A.
There's a spinner to the left side. It is foul, but just by a bit.
Jake Bricht has had a busy at bat. Where's Greg Kessinger now? He's got to be thinking. Won it in 2021. It's with Houston.
He's in the Pirates organization.
Now with the Pirates. I was going to say, I always got that messed up because Jeff Keppinger used to be a Houston Astro, and Greg Kessinger, same thing, made his debut in 2023.
So Urban ready. Another 1-2 pitch coming up here in the top of the fifth. And Urban puts everything into a fastball that he misses down and away at 94 miles an hour. A ground ball to Maley, who gets around it and chucks to first for out number 3. Another 1-2-3 frame for Adam Urban, who's had a great day on the mound. 3-0, the Hyannis lead. We're through 4.5. Farrell Hudson takes over on the play-by-play mic when we come back.
Hi, I'm Jim Murray, owner of Falmouth's historic clam shack, now Jim's Clam Shack. Located on scenic Falmouth Harbor, Jim's Clam Shack is a destination for the best seafood and sunsets on the Cape. We're open 7 days a week, so stop by for lunch or join us for dinner on the rooftop deck. Bring the entire family to try our wide selection of seafood and kid-friendly option. We deliver the freshest products to your plates daily. Jim's Clam Shack, proud supporter of the Falmouth Commodores.
Are you looking for that perfect pregame meal? Supreme Pizza has you covered. Its extensive menu has everything from pies and calzones to salads and subs. And with its online ordering system, delicious food is just one click away.
It's an honor to support the Cape Cod Baseball League.
Supreme Pizza is open every day of the week. Order online or stop by their store located at 147 T-Ticket Highway and try a slice today.
Welcome back to Arnie Allen Diamond at Gov Fuller Field. A 3-0 lead for Hyannis, bottom 5. Let's take a look at the Cape Cod League standings. It's a tight one in the West Division. Commodores very close to first place.
Yeah, 3 points back. That's not within one game, but if Bourne loses and Falmouth gets 2 points and able to come back here, it brings them back within 1. And Bourne and Falmouth play each other tomorrow at Doran Park, so that'll be a big one.
As Bourne's tied with Katuitt, bottom 7 up the road at Lowell Park.
That would help.
Imagine the lights, though, come into play.
Yep.
So if Cotuit can piece together a rally right now, you could call that game early. We've seen a couple early games called at Lowell Park this season, including one the Commodores were involved in the top of the 9th inning, a 10-6 victory back on July 4th. Commodores celebrated Independence Day with 2 consecutive victories against the Cotuit Kettleers. So it's Riley Jackson, 7, 8, and 9 in the Commodores order. Home half of the 5th, trailing by 5. Righty on righty matchup with Cohen Gomez in its first full inning of work from the middle of the rubber. Gets set, and we're off with the bottom of the 5th inning. Breaking ball, swing and a miss from Jackson, a half-hearted swing. Riley flew out to right field in his first trip to the plate. 0-1, fastball away.
You'd imagine with the pitch count at this point for Adam Urban up to 75 that his day is probably done, but 2/3 of his pitches being strikes, not bad.
15 an inning, not that bad. Not that bad at all, should I say. 1-1. Breaking ball, swing and a miss.
Goodness, great.
It's that loopy pitch, and it's that high release, Andrew. That's so incredibly tough to pick up.
That is a true 12-6 curveball. I mean, all the way around the ball. It's like
all vertical movement.
Exactly. That's what Clayton Kershaw made his money with.
Fastball strays high and away to Jackson, and the count evens. Commodores in tonight's game. Only 2 hits so far. Came in the middle third of their order. Single off the bat of A.J. Putty, and an infield hit for Ben Slanker in the bottom of the 4th. 2-2. Jackson pops the fastball foul.
It's been a lack of hard hit balls, though. There has not been a hard hit ball aside from Drew Turpins, who poked one out, but a great play made by Henry Ziener robbed him of maybe extra bases.
We spoke about the soft contact induced from Brady St. Pierre, then Bruce Littleton. And you pray the best for him with that injury coming off the mound. 2-2 swing and a miss.
Goodness.
Jackson down on strikes. It's that 12-6 hook again that gets Riley for the first out.
It's a really high-quality curveball. There's no doubt about it.
Netting Pros, Stadionic is the official netting and facility solutions partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. When it comes to netting and building iconic sports facilities, it's Netting Pros. Stadionic, making sports facilities iconic. 1 out and the base is empty. It's Pearson Reebok. Lefty hitting center fielder to the dish for Falmouth. And the first pitch, fastball strike down Broadway.
So with Reebok, a ground out at this point in his day. Reebok started out the season really hot, especially on the base pass, still up there in the stolen base leaderboard.
Pitch bounces in the dirt. We've seen Will Fosberg catch behind the plate, but it's Andrew Lamb today in the start. Commodores have done a nice job holding him today. 0 for 2 is Barrett, or check that. 1 for 2 is Lamb at the plate. Liam Barrett in center field. I always get them mixed up because of USC and then South Carolina Upstate as a swing and a miss from Reebok. Cohen Gomez working with efficiency, deals the 1-2 as Pearson takes low. Reebok bounced on the ground to Davis at second in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Reebok at 182 on the season. Waits a 2-2 pitch with 1 out. Inside and low. Skips off the catcher, Lamb. So a full count with the bases empty and 1 out. Commodores trailing by 3. All 3 runs for Hyannis coming in the top of the 2nd inning for Adam Urban, if that's his final line. Gives up 3 hits, 3 runs. 2 hits, check that, 3 runs, 1 earned. Swing and a miss. It's that soft changeup, and Reebok goes down. 2nd consecutive strikeout for Gomez to open up the 5th.
Well, the reason why that works so well, the changeup, fastball, and curveball, that just hammer curveball that Gomez has, the reason why it works so well is because it all looks the same coming out of the hand. The changeup drops off late. The curveball has sharp downward movement, and the fastball just runs up and away from bats. Everything looks so similar until about halfway through, and Reebok absolutely soft fastball that time.
Breaking ball chopped right side of the infield. Going to be a tough play for Davis. He makes it, throws to first offline, and now taking off for second is Drew Turpins, and he'll get there. be ruled out of play by the home plate umpire Sam Finn as Turpins coast into second with 2 out.
So now the first runner, or the second runner in scoring position of the day for Falmouth, have to capitalize with the top of your order here. Good guy to be to the plate at this point. Austin Maley looking for a good at-bat.
So to go down as an infield hit for Drew Turpins, and certainly well-deserving, as you mentioned, as Henry Ziener made a nice play gunning it down to the gap on the fly ball off the bat of Turpins, his first time up to lead off the third. It'll also go down as an E4 on Davis as Turpins advances into scoring position, and it's back to the top of the Commodores batting order, and the righty hitting second baseman Austin Maley. Gomez, a deep breath from the right side of the rubber, and he deals a fastball strike top of the zone.
Like Maley thought that was maybe a little high, but an excellent frame by Lamb. Dragged it right back down to the zone.
Decent signs lead for Turpins off a second. The breaking ball spun in, outside corner, strike 0-2. 13-mile-an-hour pitch difference between fastball and breaking ball. Oh-2, swing and a miss, and the Commodores go down on strikes in the bottom of the 5th inning as Gomez strikes out the side. For Falmouth, no runs on a hit, no errors, and a runner left on base. Through 5, 3-0 Hyannis on Cape League TV.
You'll always be safe at home with the Diana Lucevero Group at Compass Real Estate.
Hi, I'm Michael Kasparian, President of the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is here for the benefit of the whole community. Whether you're a local business or a visitor, Falmouth has endless offerings, from its beautiful beaches and historical sites to its local shopping and eateries. The Chamber bridges the 8 villages, providing visitors with all the tools to make their trip one to remember. Our visitor center is located in downtown Falmouth, just off of Main Street. Come by and meet our team. The Falmouth Chamber of Commerce, your community connection.
Hi, my name is Matt Burgess, General Manager here at Falmouth Country Club. We have a unique 27-hole public golf course with a beautiful layout that is family-oriented. Kids play free here at Falmouth Country Club. Getting on the course is quick and easy with our app. You can book tee times, get yardages with GPS, use our interactive scorecard, track your stats, and receive exclusive in-app offers. Falmouth Country Club is a true Cape Cod classic and a local family favorite.
See you on the course.
Hyannis as we go to the top of the 6th inning. 5 strong for Adam Urban, and Jack Dom now turns it over to the bullpen. It's the left-hander Cason Murphy.
Love the pick to bring Murphy out here in this sort of situation. Cason Murphy on the year. You look at what he's done. He has been pretty tremendous. 6 appearances, 5.02 ERA, 14 1/3 innings. Great strikeout numbers. Double the amount of strikeouts that he has walks. 20 Ks, 10 walks. A lot of those walks came in one outing, which he got hit around a little bit, but the last couple of times he's thrown has looked really, really improved.
I believe that was June 24th against Chatham.
You might know.
He had 4 strikeouts in 2 innings against Hyannis this past Thursday, July 9th, in a punctuating 9-1 victory. The largest victory of the season for the Commodores to date.
Yeah, the pitching trio that Falmouth used that day of Collins, Murphy, and Fisher Cantrell was
and yes, that was the game.
Heavy.
Cason Murphy against Chatham, 3 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts back on June 24th. 2-3-4. It's the switch hitting Jax Jimenez batting right. Lefty on righty matchup as Murphy fires in a breaking ball strike outside corner.
A couple of great breaking balls on display. The 12-6 curveball from Cohen Gomez. Now the slider here from Murphy. Another guy who doesn't waste any time out on the mound.
0-1. Inside. Yeah, that hook. Nasty 12-6 delivery from Cohen Gomez is a tip into the glove of the catcher, Riley Jackson, on a fastball at 91, 1-2. Or if he delivers, fastball just off the inside corner. Looked like it might have just caught the zone, also at the knees. Well located from Kaysen.
Yeah, just missed. It's a good spot to go to the switch hitting Jimenez.
Deep breath from Murphy into his wind. Home with the 2-2, and the hook is rolled on the ground. Backhand slide at shortstop by Turpins. Long throw across the diamond in time. Welcome to Falmouth, Drew Turpins. What a play.
Holy smokes, Turpins. That is tremendous. On a slide and taking all the time he needed to get that ball out of his hand, throws a rocket to A.J. Putty, who was tall enough to get it. It's an all-around great play in the hole by Drew Turpins.
One out and the base is empty. It's the left-hitting first baseman, Caden Miller. 0 for 2 in the ball game. A fly ball to left and a strikeout in the third.
Jack Dom brought that shortstop to Falmouth. He knew what he had. He knows what he has in Drew Turpins. What a play that was to get the first out.
Left side of the infield just showing out all season long. You look at originally when the Commodores had Nick Van Tynker out of Creighton. Braden Jeffries, a Gold Glove winner, Ty Konis, and now Drew Turpins as a strike spun in there. Letter high, it's 1-1. 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 error for Hyannis. No runs, 3 hits, 2 errors for the Commodores. Gloomy overcast Tuesday evening at Gov Fuller Field as Murphy fires in a fastball at 91 low.
Yeah, it's a weird weather day today. Tomorrow, maybe more of the same, but it's going to be a hot one tomorrow in Falmouth, a high of 86.
Probably even warmer in Bourne.
I'll tell you in just a second.
Do have the Cape Cod Canal there. 1-1. Breaking ball, high chopper to the forehand side. Austin Maley stumbles, but he regains himself and throws to first in time for the second out.
Yeah, lost that back foot that time, did Austin Maley, but just stepped onto the grass. Able to keep his footing, thankfully.
So a whole lot of Stanford we've been talking about
Yes.
recently. Aiden Keenan getting drafted in the 7th round by the New York Mets. You got Charlie Bates at the plate right now, left-handed hitting Stanford product. Cohen Gomez on the mound for the Harbor Hawks says another chopper to Austin Maley. He handles the Baltimore chop on one bounce, throws to first, and an easy 1-2-3 inning for Kaysen Murphy to begin his outing tonight. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base. 3-0, 5.5 through on Cape League TV.
On hand, and the Falmouth Commodores trail the Hyannis Harbor Hawks 3-0 currently, but MLB's home run derby was yesterday. It was a fun one. Jordan Walker took the champion as the Cardinals player, but for Falmouth, there's actually their own player that's going to be playing in the home run derby, and that is Ben Slinker. He's one of 6 participants on Cape Cod, and I actually got to speak with him pregame about if he watched the game and if he used it to help prepare himself. And he said that, yeah, he watched it, and it wasn't necessarily to prepare himself for it. But one thing that he did say is that he actually is not new to this home run derby thing. Back in 2019, when he was 15 years old, he actually participated in a home run derby as well. So hopefully he'll end up doing just as well in this one on the Cape. It's a little bit different. There's not as many. It's a little more on the line with a wood bat and also the highest stage on the Cape. So we'll see how Slanker fares. And if you want to watch him, the All-Star game is at 6 in Harwich on Saturday. It will be right before that on Saturday. Guys, back to you.
Tim, thanks so much. We'll get to Ben Slanker in a second, but in the meantime, a new pitcher on the mound. It's Kevin Landry Farr for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks.
Yeah, 4.91 ERA, and he's going to be making his third appearance. 2 2/3 innings. A pretty small sample size. Goes to Southern Mississippi. Right-hander, 6'3", 195. His freshman season, 9 games, all in relief with Southern Miss. Fan 9 and walk 2. 9 strikeouts and 7 1/3, so a good strikeout pitcher.
It's Braden Jeffries to lead off as he fouls it back. How about the dominance of Cohen Gomez? 1 1/3, 1 hit, no runs, no earned, no walks, 3 strikeouts. As his day is done, and it's now Kevin Landry Farr. Ready on lefty, bases empty, nobody out, bottom 6. Commodores trail by 3.
This is the point with the new pitcher into the game, still getting comfortable. This is the point for Falmouth. You've got the heart of your order to the plate. You've got to make something happen here.
1-1. Jeffries sprays it into right center field. That's going to drop down for a base hit. Spinning and firing it back in is Barrett. A leadoff single for Jeffries.
And that's the start you want. Braden Jeffries gets a pitch that he can handle right in the center of the zone, a little bit up high, and puts it right back where it came from. Just a nice smooth swing to send it into center field. Great approach that time, and now Carter White can maybe do some damage with one.
Third straight inning with a hit for the Commodores. 4 hits in the ball game through 5+ innings. But they trail 3-0. It's Carter White to come to the plate. Runner on and nobody out as Farr fires the first pitch, breaking ball outside corner. White, his first 2 trips to the plate, he walked in the bottom of the first, was stranded on third, and he struck out to begin the bottom of the 4th. Wide lead for Jeffries as spinning is Farr, throwing back to first.
Really quick move, too, for Landry Farr. Yeah, Farr, a right-hander, has to just settle in.
0-1. Fastball just misses off the plate, or might have caught the zone, missed a bit low. Nonetheless, well located. Interesting to see, Andrew, Farr going out of the windup.
Yeah.
A slight version of it, an abbreviation.
He takes a little
runner on base.
Bit of time to get into his pitch.
Line drive, base hit, right center field. Jeffries got a late start, but he's going to round second and stop right there. 2 consecutive hits to open up the 6th for Falmouth.
Yeah, Jeffries probably didn't have the best look at where that ball was going to end up. He thought that J.C. Davis might have had a play on it on the line drive, but that was through all the way. Everybody moves up a spot. Crucially, nobody gone for Falmouth. The last time the Commodores had 2 on, that was back in the 1st. And when Carter White walked for the first base runner of the day for the Doors, there were already 2 out.
So it's A.J. Putty, 1 for 2 with a single in the bottom of the 1st. Hyannis, in anticipation of the bunt, has Miller 20 feet to the right of the first base bag, in at the grass. Even with the bag at third is Hyannis. First pitch to Putty, check swing. Did A.J. go around? First base umpire Michael Chuckerman says yes, he did. 0-1.
I think Sam Finn was on that as well.
Looked like a quarter swing from A.J. We didn't have the best angle, granted. There's the 0-1, swing and a miss. Buried a breaking ball at the knees at 83.
So Putty, 2 swings, but a single today. Wasn't a hard hit ball, but he is a guy who can hit the ball hard, no doubt.
Putty, a guy who also with 1 swing could tie it. 9 homers and 52 RBIs in the power department at Illinois this year as he swings and fouls back the 2nd straight breaking ball.
And that was just one to see another pitch.
Putty at .313 so far this season. 3 RBIs so far as a Commodore. lot of peaks at second as far and into his windup. Fouling it back again is Putty.
So those two pitches right there, breaking balls that I think Putty just had to stop and throw the bat at to stay alive. Still doing a good job of trying to hunt for his pitch, get rid of the stuff that he doesn't like.
Righty on righty, 2 on, nobody out, bottom 6. Commodores trail by 3. 0-2, swing and a miss. High fastball, far elevates and gets Putty to chase. 1 gone.
Well, that's exactly what Farr should do right there. Go upstairs after 2 straight breaking balls down in the zone. Putty's eyes looking downstairs. He can't adjust to the high fastball close to 90 miles an hour and looks so good out of the hand. Just goes away from you.
It's Ben Slanker to the plate with 2 on and 1 out. An infield single in the bottom of the 4th. He's 1 for 2. Farr deals a fastball high. And for Farf, Hyannis is checking out the scouting report, you know, especially with multiple runners on base. Slanker being the tying run. You don't want to give him anything good to hit.
No, nothing down the middle. I expect we see Farr maybe try and dance around the zone a little bit. Maybe some breaking ball heavy stuff.
One of Slanker's 2 homers. A game-tying shot against Katuitt 11 days ago.
First pitch fastball, then goes to the changeup there.
Slanker comfortably ahead in the driver's seat. 2-0 count with Ty Konis on deck. Jeffries leads off a second, White off a first. Commodores have only stranded 4 runners on base so far today. 2-0. Grounded back up the middle. It's going to be a tough play for Davis. Flip second, 1. On to first in time for a 4-6-3 twin killing. Beautifully turned. Davis to Bates to Miller. And down go the Commodores in the home half of the 6th. So despite 2 hits, no runs across, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. Let's head to the 7th. 3-0 Hyannis on Cape League TV. Nothing. Hyannis leads at Gov Fuller Field as we head to the 7th. But Andrew, let's take a look at the scores across the Cape.
First game to start today was born at Katuitt. The Braves lead the Kettleers 4-2 in the bottom of the 8th over there at Lowell Park. In the end of the 5th between Orleans and Wareham, the home team Gateman have a 6-1 lead at the end of 5. Brewster and Harwich separated by 2. Harwich trails despite having 4 more hits than the Whitecaps. That game is 3-1 in the bottom of the 4th. And then Yarmouth Dennis and Chatham are knotted at nothing in the top of the 4th.
Brewster trying to remain in second place. Both the Mariners and the Whitecaps with 15 wins. Only difference, Brewster with 2 ties. 15-9-0 are the Harwich Mariners. As we roll top 7, 5, 6, and 7, and the Harbor Hawks order to go lefty, righty, righty against Case and Murphy. Andrew Lamb to lead off. Takes a breaking ball strike, top of the zone.
Tell you what, I love an umpire with an emphatic strike call that you can hear and you know it's coming. Sam Finn's got one.
Now, it might not be to the hysterics of Tornado Tom Halligan,
yes,
as
Tornado
we've mentioned.
Tom.
Love us some Tornado Tom. Called strike outside corner. Tell you, Phil Cuzzy's got a pretty good, or had a pretty good strike 3 call. Trying to remember if he's retired or not. I think he just retired.
Todd Tishnor with the sword.
John Tumpain.
Yes. Oh, that's right.
The Ripper.
Yes.
Yes. 0-2, breaking ball just misses off the outside corner. Boy, these hooks all day today. And by that we mean breaking balls have been nasty on either side.
we've seen, I think the nastiest breaking ball that I've been able to see was Wareham's Ty Stark last night.
Yeah, he had a nasty one,
I
too.
looked at the data on his just sidearm slider sweeper. Almost 30 inches of horizontal break.
Murphy deals, fouled off in the box.
That is insane.
I guess John Popper of Blues Traveler wasn't lying when he once said the hook brings you back. I ain't telling you no lie. Obviously not intended for baseball, but we can use it here as a message.
Sure. Yeah,
it's bringing us back. It's entertaining to watch all these breaking balls thrown.
I agree.
2-2. This breaking ball is popped into deep left field, racing back on his horse. In front of the warning track is Carter White, and he'll put it away for the first out.
Well, the wind might have gotten that one up in the jet stream a bit. It didn't seem like that was hit all that well off the bat by Andrew Lamb, but he's got enough power to send it out with just a flick of the hands. But White stayed calm out there. Easy play for him.
So it's Henry Zener, lefty-on-lefty matchup. Bases empty, 1 out, top 7. And against Kason Murphy from the left side of the rubber into his wind and fires the fastball inside. Zener, the ball game, has reached twice on errors. One committed by Adam Urban in the top of the second, which 2 runs scored, or rather reached on an infield single, but also an E1 committed by Urban in which it advanced Zener all the way to third. He eventually came around to score, part of a 3-run second for Hyannis. Fastball misses high on the 2-0, and it's now 3 balls and no strikes to Zener. Murphy in danger of issuing his first. No strikeouts, no hits, no runs, no earned through an inning and a third. 3-0. Fastball low for ball 4. So 4-pitch walk to Zener, and there's 1 on and 1 out for the righty hitting DH Taylor Kirk.
Well, 4-pitch walk after the fly out. Everything just kind of missing downstairs that time, but Kirk is 0 for 2 at the plate. In the 7th hole, he just hasn't had the season he's wanted to this point. Under 200 in the batting average department.
First pitch to Kirk,
Goodness
inside
me.
breaking ball.
That is a great, great curveball. So impressive.
Speed of a changeup, horizontal movement of a cut fastball.
Yeah, 78 that time.
Best of both worlds as Murphy spins and fires over to first.
I wonder with how much room there is from first base to where the fence is over in the Falmouth bullpen. If it's any worry on pickoff attempts over to first if pitchers think about it.
Medium-sized lead for Zener. Now Murphy's got him picked off. Throws to Putty, down to shortstop where chasing him down and tagging out Zener is Turpins for the 2nd out.
Well, that's the advantage of having a lefty on the mound. He can start his leg lift, and Zener thinks, all right, he's going home. I can steal the bag. Nope, Kason Murphy throws over to first, and they got him in no man's land. Easy play for Putty and Turpins, and an excellent pickoff by Murphy.
Officially ruled 1-3-6 and the 0-1. Bases empty, 2 out. A swing and a miss, knee-high breaking ball to Kirk, and it's 0-2. Murphy attempting to complete his 2nd consecutive scoreless frame as he gets a bouncer foul. Taylor Kirk, an attendee of Fordham University in New York City, a .317 batting average at Fordham, 2 homers, 30 RBIs in 55 games. He'll wait another 0-2, battling in the count here against Murphy. He's in a deep breath, shrugs his shoulders, home with an 0-2 fastball, swing and a miss over the outside corner at 91. And that completes a top half of the 7th in which Kason Murphy faces the minimum. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base. Get up and stretch here at Gov Fuller Field. 3-0 Hyannis on Cape League TV.
You'll always be safe at home with the Diana Lucevero Group at Compass Real Estate.
Hi, I'm Michael Kasparian, President of the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is here for the benefit of the whole community. Whether you're a local business or a visitor, Falmouth has endless offerings, from its beautiful beaches and historical sites to its local shopping and eateries. The Chamber bridges the 8 villages, providing visitors with all the tools to make their trip one to remember. Our visitor center is located in downtown Falmouth, just off of Main Street. Come by and meet our team. The Falmouth Chamber of Commerce, your community connection.
Hi, my name is Matt Burgess, General Manager here at Falmouth Country Club. We have a unique 27-hole public golf course with a beautiful layout that is family-oriented. Kids play free here at Falmouth Country Club. Getting on the course is quick and easy with our app. You can book tee times, get yardages with GPS, use our interactive scorecard, track your stats, and receive exclusive in-app offers. Falmouth Country Club is a true Cape Cod classic and a local family favorite.
See you on the course.
Harbor Hawks lead 3-0 as we enter the home half of the 7th. 3 runs, 2 hits, an error for Hyannis. No runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors for the Commodores, where, Andrew, it's getting late early. They got 9 outs to work with.
It is. They have their work cut out for them, no doubt. You thought that the 6th inning was going to go their way, but then an excellent double play turned by the Hyannis infield. And that was that for the end of the bottom of the 6th.
Hyannis, Jackson, and Reebok, 6, 7, and 8 for Falmouth in the bottom of the 7th. Righty on righty, Hyannis leads off. The first pitch from far, fastball down Broadway. Hyannis takes it low. Tie in the ball game 0 for 2. Fly ball to right and a ground ball to first. Righty hitting shortstop. Committed to play at Texas Tech starting this fall. Breaking ball outside corner, ties behind in the count 1-2. 2 homers, 16 RBIs, 17 hits in Falmouth, 5 of them extra base hits. 1-2, breaking ball tipped into the glove of the catcher Lamb. That's strike 3, and that's out number 1 in the home half of the 7th.
So St. Pierre with no strikeouts to start. He threw 2 innings at the start of this ball game for Hyannis. Littleton fan 3, Gomez fan 3, and Kevin Landry Farr has already got 2 to his name through 4 outs. For those counting at home, that adds up to 8.
80% of the outs recorded by the Hyannis bullpen strikeouts tonight. Second consecutive righty in against Farr. And the breaking ball swung on a miss from Jackson. Riley named a Cape League All-Star. 236 hitter in Falmouth. 52 games at Houston, 271 average, 9 homers and 29 RBIs. Now committed to go play for the Kentucky Wildcats.
And the strikeouts, well, Bourne strikes out as many as anybody in the league, 232 as a squad.
1-1, swing and a miss, high fastball.
So the strikeouts starting to become that bug that you just can't get rid of. A proverbial infestation in your house that you try everything to avoid and just keeps coming back.
1-2, Riley chops it on the ground weakly towards second base. In charges Davis, makes the play, throws to first in time just by half a step to nab the hustling Jackson for out number 2.
Tell you what, Jackson is pretty good at getting on his horse and getting down the first base line, making it tough for infielders on those short ground balls. But good job by J.C. Davis, who's had a tremendous day at second base.
For a catcher out of the righty batter's box.
To get that speed, he's a quick dude.
Some of that unconventional speed at a power position has served Jackson incredibly well in the field at first base this year. Said he's played outstanding first. That could earn him an all-star position alone. I know you don't get decided for defenses. Reebok takes a called strike outside corner.
It did. Riley Jackson, an all-star listed at first base. That is such a cool thing for him to get. Falmouth's had a lot of catchers this year.
Not a position he's usually started at.
No. A couple of games, 30-plus games, though, at Houston this past year, but he's a catcher by trade. I do wonder what Kentucky will have him do next spring.
1-1 with 2 outs and the base is empty. Commodores trail by 3 as the changeup low.
And Falmouth out hitting Hyannis by 3. If it weren't for that error, what does this game look like?
Fastball high and away.
Now, there's no point in playing the what-if game. That never helps anybody, but
Drew
Falmouth
Turpin's
has had its chances.
Has had himself quite the nice debut, 1 for 2.
For sure.
2 strong pieces of contact. Reach base, his last at-bat on an infield single. Fly ball to left before. He waits on deck as Reebok pops the 3-1 foul. Third base side out of play.
Great pitch to swing at right there for Reebok. A center cut fastball just got underneath it.
89, top third of the zone. It'll be a payoff pitch to Reebok. Base is empty, 2 outs. Commodores 7 outs to work with. Pearson 0 for 2 in the ball game. A grounder to second in the bottom of the second and a strikeout. Swinging in the bottom of the 5th. Payoff pitch. Reebok chops it up the middle. It's going to be a tough play. Bates ranges to his left on 3 hops, throws to first in time, and down go the Commodores in the bottom of the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and none left on base as we move it along to the 8th. 3-0 Hyannis on Cape League TV. Commodores trail 3-0 as we head to the top of the 8th here at Guff Fuller Field on a Tuesday night. Farrell Hudson and Andrew Hilsman, third member of our team, and Timmy Weiss, and the great crew along with it. Our producers Landon Stills and Skylar Ellis, broadcast director Emily Gerard, broadcast advisor Alan Russell. 3-0 Hyannis leads. It'll be the 8-9-1 in the Harbor Hawks order, due up in the top of the 8th against Kason Murphy, who's looked good so far, Andrew.
He has, but offensively, it's just a story of how quickly things can change. You look at just last week, Hyannis and Falmouth are still the highest ERA teams on the Cape, but Falmouth had 2 huge innings in the 4th and 6th and just brought guys around and kept momentum going. And today it's just nothing has been able to get started. Falmouth left 9 guys on, but scored 9 runs last Thursday.
A peculiar wave of offense, to say the least. Breaking ball, dropped in, called strike, 1-2.
Baseball is a finicky game. It has its trends, but at any given moment, it can buck its trends completely and go in a different direction.
Think about Bourne being only 1 game over 500. A great run differential they're at. This breaking ball just misses off the plate, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two. Fastball rolled on the ground to second. Austin Maley slides in the shallow outfield grass, throws to first in time for out number 1.
That's the second time Maley has slipped over there, but that time it almost looked natural as he just slides like a hockey goaltender would to keep the puck out of the net on a clearance or something like that.
So how about this? We mentioned Bourne, 11-10-3. Fall holds up right now, 12-10-3 after their opening 25 ball games as Murphy deals a fastball outside corner called strike. Lefty on ready matchup, it's J.C. Davis, right-handed hitting second baseman, rounding out the Hyannis batting order. But for Bourne, they're behind Falmouth in terms of runs scored, tied for second with Cotuit at 109 entering today. Plus 23 run differential as this one's popped into shallow right field. Charging in is Slanker, out is Bailey. It's Ben Slanker who makes the catch as he tumbles over. So 2 outs here in the top of the 8th.
Sure. I like the play from Slanker there. Good job. He made the call really early. You could hear from up here. He told Austin Maley that, hey, I got it, and he was going to sail out for that ball. Maley veered off pretty quickly, and it was the right thing to do. And that game did just go final. Bourne beats Cotuit 4-3 after 8 innings.
All lefty matchup. It's the leadoff hitter, Matt Hyannis. 2 outs and the bases empty. Takes the breaking ball low and away. So now for Bourne, you said 5-2, 4-3 final in 8 innings. Excuse me. Plus 24 run differential. Their expected win-loss record at 16-9 after 25 games. They're 7-4 at home, but their Achilles heel has been against over 500 opponents, 1-7. A lot of that coming against the East Division. I mentioned the frequent slew of interleague matchups there have been to begin the first half of 2026. As the next pitch from Hyannis, chopped foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
And the Cavaliers actually got one back in the bottom of the 8th, which ended up being the last inning of this game. Just looking through the box score.
For Bourne, only half their ball games wins in the regular season last year, but that didn't matter come playoff time. 42 points in 40 games, but the Braves coast to the Cape League Championship.
And Farrell Cotuit in this game stranded the game-tying run at third base. Ben Dean with the save for Bourne.
2-2 fastball high. A full count with 2 outs. It's Hyannis in the ball game, 0 for 3. Roller to first, fly ball to center, and a grounder to Maley at second. Murphy's been cool as a cucumber so far, dealing through 2+ innings of work. Tipped off the glove of Jackson from Hyannis. Kaysen looking to complete his 3rd full inning of work. He's amassed a strikeout in the time frame. Not the same swing and miss clip as he had last Thursday, but still just as effective. As he deals the payoff pitch, a high chopper to A.J. Putty at first base. He takes it to the bag himself, and a nice easy 1-2-3 top of the 8th for Kaysen Murphy as he sees the minimum. No runs, no hits, no errors. None left on base. 7.5 through. 3-0 Hyannis on Cape League TV.
You'll always be safe at home with the Diana Lucevero Group at Compass Real Estate.
Hi, I'm Michael Kasparian, President of the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is here for the benefit of the whole community. Whether you're a local business or a visitor, Falmouth has endless offerings, from its beautiful beaches and historical sites to its local shopping and eateries. The Chamber bridges the 8 villages, providing visitors with all the tools to make their trip one to remember. Our visitor center is located in downtown Falmouth, just off of Main Street. Come by and meet our team. The Falmouth Chamber of Commerce, your community connection.
Hi, my name is Matt Burgess, General Manager here at Falmouth Country Club. We have a unique 27-hole public golf course with a beautiful layout that is family-oriented. Kids play free here at Falmouth Country Club. Getting on the course is quick and easy with our app. You can book tee times, get yardages with GPS, use our interactive scorecard, track your stats, and receive exclusive in-app offers. Falmouth Country Club is a true Cape Cod classic and a local family favorite.
See you on the course.
Welcome back to Arnie Allen Diamond at Gov Fuller Field, where the Hyannis Harbor Hawks a 3-0 lead over your Falmouth Commodores in a all-West Division matchup. New pitcher on. It's the 4th relief pitcher, 5th in the ball game, utilized by Hyannis. It's the right-hander, Truett Webb.
Another southeastern Louisiana guy. He has had a really, really good season with one of the better strikeout-to-walk ratios that I've seen. 11 Ks, 3 BBs. 3 walks on the year and 3 saves as well. His last 3 appearances have resulted in saves.
For Hyannis, they're going for a record 11th win against a West Division opponent. More wins than any other West Division team against a rival and make them 2-1 against the Commodores. But Falmouth with other ideas. They'll look to turn the course. It'll be the 9-1-2 in the order. Bottom of the 8th inning, Turpins followed by Maley and Braden Jeffries.
It's a 3-run ball game, despite Falmouth's inability to get things going so far today. It's a save situation here for Truett Webb.
Webb's first offering of the 8th is a breaking ball outside. Turpin's about as good of a debut as one could have. Hard fly ball to left, an infield single. Got up to second on an E4. Made a beautiful diving play to the backhand side at shortstop to open up the top of the 6th. The next offering outside.
Kevin Landry far his day done after 2 innings, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. Goodness gracious.
2-0. Turpins rolls it on the ground to second on 3 hops. It's handled by Davis to the forehand side of his glove. Spins and throws to the backhand side of first, where Miller corrals it in for out number 1.
Only 1 walk drawn by Falmouth hitters today. Free passes are a direct link to Falmouth having success at the plate. There's no doubt about that.
A lot of ground balls today. Righty on righty matchup. 1 out, bases empty. Home half of the 8th. Commodores trail by 3 into his wind Webb. First pitch, swing and a miss. Letter high fastball inside, 0-1.
No pitcher for Hyannis in this ballgame has thrown more than 30 pitches.
I have a suspicion it would have been a little bit more, but unfortunately the injury to Bruce Littleton, who was really coasting. He looked phenomenal. An inning and 2/3, 3 strikeouts, 1 hit.
He got through 5 outs in 23 pitches, 16 of which were strikes. That's a really good rate.
1-1, breaking ball strike. Austin in the ball game 0 for 3. Fly ball to right, strikeout looking in the 3rd, a strikeout swinging in the 5th. Fastball line foul. Gloomy day here in Falmouth, but the pink sky on the 3rd base side, sunset, last remaining rays of light. Quick ball game, a 77-degree night with 20-mile-an-hour winds. Webb, the tall, lanky frame from the right side of the rubber, deals the 1-2, flied into right. Moving over a couple steps is Jimenez, and he puts it away for the 2nd out.
Thought that ball might have a chance to get down, but the wind just carries it too much. An easy pop out to Jimenez. Now Falmouth 4 outs left.
2 outs, base is empty. In the bottom of the 8th, it's Braden Jeffries, 1 for 3, a pop-up fly ball and a single to lead off the 6th. Boy, he sprayed it. So did Carter White, right back up the middle in the bottom of the 6th. Look to do more of the same here. Webb fires and a fly ball to left, ranging over on his horse's Zener towards the line, and he makes the catch to conclude a scoreless bottom of the 8th for Truett Webb as he faces the minimum. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base as we move along to the 9th. 3-0 Hyannis on Cape League TV.
Hi, I'm Jim Murray, owner of Falmouth's historic clam shack, now Jim's Clam Shack. Located on scenic Falmouth Harbor, Jim's Clam Shack is a destination for the best seafood and sunsets on the Cape. We're open 7 days a week, so stop by for lunch or join us for dinner on the rooftop deck. Bring the entire family to try our wide selection of seafood and kid-friendly option. We deliver the freshest products to your plates daily. Jim's Clam Shack, proud supporter of the Falmouth Commodores.
Are you looking for that perfect pregame meal? Supreme Pizza has you covered. Its extensive menu has everything from pies and calzones to salads and subs. And with its online ordering system, delicious food is just 1 click away.
It's an honor to support the Cape Cod Baseball League.
Supreme Pizza is open every day of the week. Order online or stop by their store, located at 147 T-Ticket Highway, and try a slice today.
3-0 Hyannis as we coast along to the 9th inning. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Commodores. They'll go up to Bourne tomorrow to take on the Braves for the 2nd and final time at Doran Park this season. Come home against Harwich, and Friday, Andrew, go to Cotuit.
I wouldn't mind playing at Doran Park a couple more times. I like that ballpark. It's great fans there in Bourne. Falmouth with a chance to have a good game against Harwich, and then a big one against Cotuit before the All-Star break. If you can go into the 2-day break on a high, maybe win the next 2, at least get one of them, That should do good things for this squad.
The right fielder from Oregon, number 32, Jax.
As we go top 9, 2, 3, and 4 in the Harbor Hawks order, much as it was in the 6th inning. At that point, Cason Murphy, in his first inning of work, pitched a 1-2-3 top half of the 6th. He'll look to do it again here against the righty Hyannis. And Jax Jimenez takes a fastball away 1-0.
Jimenez, a quiet day. The top 3 in this Harbor Hawks lineup, pretty quiet today.
Popped up, center field, ranging over in right center Slanker, converging and making the catch. Getting lost in the lights for a moment was Reebok, but he hauls it in.
Well, again, Reebok made the call early, which is what he should do. You can hear it from out here. He called Slanker off pretty early and did a really good job of tracking that ball all the way into the glove. Had to reposition pretty late, but got it done.
So 1 out and the base is empty. It's the left-handing first baseman, Caden Miller. And the ball game's 0 for 3. Fly ball to left, a strikeout, and a bouncer to Maley at second. Murphy into his wind, fires. Breaking ball outside corner, 0-1. 167 average on the season for the product at the University of Texas San Antonio, and seemingly uncharacteristic this much of a drop, but that's how humbling it can be once you reach the Cape. 369 batting average for Miller with 9 homers and 56 RBIs at UTSA this year. 0-2 from Murphy, working quickly, deals a fastball low.
Well, with Miller, it seems to be a case of boom or bust, 3 true outcomes hitting. He has a relatively high on-base percentage, but a low batting average.
Breaking
with the
ball,
3 home
swing
runs
and a
as
miss.
well. Sorry there, partner, but Miller strikes out, walks, and hits the ball hard. That's his MO. And that time strikes out. He's 0 for 4 today.
As we'd like to remind you, this broadcast is a copyrighted production of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Any unauthorized duplication, retransmission, or other use is strictly prohibited. Second straight lefty, and against Cason Murphy. It's the shortstop, Charlie Bates, who takes the breaking ball low and away.
Murphy today has done a good job of just leaning on soft contact, letting the ball get put in play, allowing his defense to work behind him.
1-0's line foul. For Murphy, 2 strikeouts across 3 2/3. No runs in the ball game outside of the top of the second inning, in which Hyannis plated 3. It was more on the doing of an error committed by Adam Urban and the Commodores, a throwing error, which scored 2 runs. Check swing. And going around his Bates, he couldn't believe the call from Jake Brickton. He was very frustrated.
And he might have a case there. That was right on the borderline, but Brickta saw it break the plane of the plate, so it's ruled a swing.
Fastball rolled on the ground to the backhand side of Maley, who scoops it, throws to first. Nice play from Austin Maley to get the Commodores out of the top of the 9th. No runs, no hits, no errors. None left on base. Last chance for the Commodores. 3-0 Hyannis on Cape League TV.
You'll always be safe at home with the Diana Lucevero Group at Compass Real Estate.
Hi, I'm Michael Kasparian, President of the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is here for the benefit of the whole community. Whether you're a local business or a visitor, Falmouth has endless offerings, from its beautiful beaches and historical sites to its local shopping and eateries. The Chamber bridges the 8 villages, providing visitors with all the tools to make their trip one to remember. Our visitor center is located in downtown Falmouth, just off of Main Street. Come by and meet our team. The Falmouth Chamber of Commerce, your community connection.
Hi, my name is Matt Burgess, General Manager here at Falmouth Country Club. We have a unique 27-hole public golf course with a beautiful layout that is family-oriented. Kids play free here at Falmouth Country Club. Getting on the course is quick and easy with our app. You can book tee times, get yardages with GPS, use our interactive scorecard, track your stats, and receive exclusive in-app offers. Falmouth Country Club is a true Cape Cod classic and a local family favorite.
See you on the course.
Last chance for the Commodores, home half of the ninth, as we get away from the bullpen.
Hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
Fun-loving group down there.
Ethan Rucker about to snap a photo.
Yep. He's had a digital camera, I think, the whole game. I spotted him with it pregame.
He'd fit right in with all those spam accounts on Instagram with the digital photos.
Yeah. It'd be really entertaining, I think, if the Falmouth bullpen had its own spam Instagram account. I'd really like to see that.
Jack Durso would be front and center.
Oh, absolutely. He'd probably run it. I'll tell you what, Jack Durso has become a social media star this summer.
Or just photobomb everybody.
Well, that too.
3, 4, and 5 in the Falmouth order. It's Carter White to lead off as he swings and misses. 78-mile-an-hour changeup.
Well, the arm action is so strong for Truett Webb, and it just drops off the table a lot like Gomez's changeup from earlier.
Bouncer deep at first off the glove of Miller. That's going to be an E3, and that puts the leadoff runner aboard in the bottom of the ninth.
Maybe just what Falmouth needed. You've got one on and Putty up to the plate. You can sense that maybe A.J. Putty just waiting and waiting and waiting. He is a guy that is due for a big swing, I think.
So Turpin's advanced to second on an E4 from Davis, now an E3 from Miller. Both errors committed on the right side of the Hyannis infield this evening. 2 errors apiece for both sides. Commodores leading in the hit department by 3, but down 3 runs. We're talking about the peculiarity of baseball on full display here tonight from Gov Fuller Field. Righty on righty matchup, 1 on, nobody out. Short lead off of first for Carter White as the breaking ball drops in outside corner to Putty, 0-1.
You have to be careful not to get too aggressive here if you're Putty. You see the first pitch. Goes with a changeup that time.
1 for 3 in the ballgame is Putty as a high bouncer to shortstop. Flips second, 1 on to first in time. 6-4-3. Bates to Davis to Miller, and the Commodores are down to their final out.
It's a pitch that's low and went with a curveball that time. Did Webb and got him to roll over. That's exactly what that pitch, if it doesn't generate a swing and miss, that's exactly what happens with that pitch. A slow top spinning roller into the dirt. That's a double play pitch right there, and the infield did its job.
2 outs, base is empty. Commodores in danger of being shut out. Last hope's Ben Slanker in from the left side. First pitch from Truett Webb is a fastball high and away.
I believe it would be the first time that Falmouth would be shut out all year.
1-0. Slanker takes low. Ben in the ball game is 1 for 3. Grounded to second, an infield single in the bottom of the 4th.
Second time, excuse me.
2-0 with 2 out. Outside corner. Other time was a 13-0 loss at the hands of the Harwich Mariners on June 18th. 2-1 with 2 out. Check swing from Slanker. Did he go around? Jake Brickta says no, he did not. As the Hyannis dugout messes around with Brickta. 3-1 count to Ben Slanker with 2 out. Got Ty Konis 0 for 3 in the ball game awaits on deck. 3-1 fastball strike outside corner. Commodores down to their final strike, and it's a full count with 2 out.
Just need to work and stay alive here if you're Slanker. You're going to get a pitch.
Payoff pitch incoming. Webb into his wind and delivers. Swing and a miss. High fastball, and the ball game is over. As for the Commodores, they go quietly here in the home half of the ninth, facing the minimum as Webb, as he locks down the save and the victory for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks this evening. No runs, no hits, an error, and none left on base. 3 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors, and only 1 runner left on base for the Harbor Hawks. And for the Falmouth Commodores tonight, no runs on 5 hits, 2 errors, as they leave 6 on base. Second time that Falmouth has been shut out this season. They're tied now for second place with Hyannis at 10, 13, and 2. So the pitching very strong tonight, especially after Adam Urban. Urban put together a good outing. Cason Murphy
even more stelling in relief. Andrew, for the Commodores, going up to Doran Park tomorrow against the first-place Bourne Braves. Now you trail by 2.5 games. What's going to need to improve in the second half of the season? It's getting thin now, 15 games remaining. You're tied for that second spot, but you got to keep your foot on the gas pedal.
And the West Division is still so competitive, but it is just a matter of getting things started early and trying to continue it. I don't know if there's one magic thing that is going to fix it all. There's not. That doesn't exist. It's a combination of a lot of things, but taking good at bats is something that Jack Dom really emphasized for this squad just a week or two ago, and they really seemed like they found their stride. Now they've sort of gone back, but good baseball comes in waves, and if a team's resilient, they're not always going to be perfect. They're not always going to win, but a good effort is what they need to put up against Bourne tomorrow, and a very, very strong pitching staff as well over there for the Braves.
7-12-2 are the Commodores in their last 21 games. After the first 4 games, Commodores came out guns a-blazing. Our only loss was to YD, and we've discussed them at 19-4. For Falmouth right now, they sit 10-13-2, tied for second place with Hyannis, 1-2 against the Harbor Hawks this season. But you want to talk about positives, that's been pitching. Adam Urban, second consecutive quality start. Cason Murphy, phenomenal in relief with 4 scoreless.
Yeah, and the fact that you only use 2 pitchers if you're Falmouth. Adam Urban through 5 innings, Cason Murphy through the remaining 4. That helps the bullpen if they need to use more than 3 or 4 guys tomorrow. That's a big help. That is a big help to only have to use those 2 arms. And they were so efficient. Urban looked great. Cason Murphy just as good. But like it has happened for Hyannis plenty of times this year, both sides of the baseball game didn't match up today for Falmouth.
Now, we'd be remiss if we didn't discuss Drew Turpin's debut. The shortstop from Mount Mercy, the product from an NAIA school that Jack Dom knows quite well. Turpin's, as you mentioned, might know Jack Dom better than anybody. He opens up 1 for 3, a stellar play in the field. The shortstop position has been manned so well this year by Commodores players.
Yeah, there's been a lot of depth in the infield, no doubt about that. Positional depth is something that the Commodores lacked in the first week of the season. They only had 10 position players, and that number has slowly grown, and now it's more of a balanced roster. But Drew Turpin's a really impressive debut. I was more impressed with his fielding ability. He had that good single in the 5th inning. He takes good at bats, it seems like. Did not strike out today, and that single was a very, very good swing.
Now, for the Bourne Braves, they are 11-5 against under 500 opponents, but the Commodores have given them a run for their money this year. 1-1-1 in 3 games. You've had 2/3 of your games here on home ground at Gov Floor Field, but you had the most entertaining of thrillers up the road at Doran Park on June 19th.
Yeah, that was a tremendous game. You just hope that it's going to be another one of those that maybe goes Falmouth's way. Falmouth controlled the game for a lot of that contest, and Bourne worked their way back. Falmouth not able to throw that final punch, but Logan Pecor had a heck of a day to save the game and get out of there with a point for Falmouth.
Let's throw it down to Timmy Weiss, who's standing by with the manager of your Falmouth Commodores for his post-game remarks in Jack Dom. Tim, take it away.
Timmy Weiss here with Coach Dom after the Falmouth Commodores fall 3-0 to the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. Coach, the key moment of the game today came in the 2nd when Adam Urban had the throw that got away on a sac bunt. How much do you think that affected you guys today?
Well, I mean, that's how they got a couple runs, and we just talked a little bit about, we just lost a little bit of focus. We were late getting over to first base, which made him kind of double clutch, and we threw the ball away. So we had a couple little mental breakdowns that really ended up costing us today. But you know what? Our pitchers were great. Urban really settled in there. That's not easy you give up a 3 spot and a couple mental mistakes. It's not easy to bounce back like he did. Offensively, we've got to do a better job. We just didn't hit some balls hard. We just didn't have much to show for it. And even in the last inning, we hit a hard ground ball, bounces right up to the shortstop. It's one of those days, but we just got to get ourselves ready to play tomorrow.
5 hits, but no extra base hits on the no runs. So what do you think needs to change offensively for your plate appearances?
Well, I just saw us getting a little frustrated. You can see by our body language. We had opportunities to drive in a couple runs today, and there's a little frustration. And again, I'm not going to take any credit away from their pitchers. Their pitchers threw extremely well. But, it's a game of baseball. Hitting's hard. It goes in cycles. A week ago we were talking about how our pitchers were struggling throwing strikes, and now they're pitching great, and we're not quite coming up with the timely hit right now.
And you mentioned Urban, but Murphy as well. Yeah. 4 innings, no hits. What can you say about his outing?
He was outstanding. He's got that breaking ball, and that's very, very good. Got the a good fastball, and the ball gets on you. So he's been throwing the ball well all summer for us, and when you only give up 2 or 3 hits, you'd like to think that you're going to win the game, but we just didn't. We weren't able to score any runs. We'll get right back at it tomorrow.
2-game skid. Anything you need to do to change the momentum?
No, not really. Just keep pitching, and we'll find a way. We'll find a way. Just again, we can't get frustrated. We got to trust the process, stay positive, and again, I think the big thing is, you can see the body language from our players offensively getting a little frustrated. There's more frustration in the dugout after they made some outs than I've seen all year. So we just got to get that, staying positive, and have good at bats, and good things will happen.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you,
guys. Back to you.
Thanks, Tim, as we will close the door inside the broadcast booth here from Arnie Allen Diamond at Gov Fuller Field. The Commodores winless in 15 of their opening 25 ball games, tied for second place in the CCBL West Division. Final line in the ball game: 3 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors, and 1 runner left on base for the Hyannis Harborhawks, and no runs, 5 hits, 2 errors, and 6 runners left on base for the Falmouth Commodores. As Andrew, a game in which Falmouth would like to salvage, but you go up the road and a chance to make amends tomorrow and gain a game on Bourne.
The best part is that you get to play again tomorrow. You don't get to stew on it for a couple of days, and well, they'll try to do just that at Doran Park tomorrow.
I'd like to remind you that production facilities are provided by Falmouth Community Television, as we'll say goodnight here from Gov Fuller Field. Once again, the final score: the Hyannis Harborhawks 3, the Falmouth Commodores 0. For the third member of our crew, Timmy Weiss, Andrew Hillsman, Farrell Hudson, our producers who do a great job every night, Landon Stills and Skylar Ellis, our broadcast director, Emily Gerard, broadcast advisors, Brian Foley and Alan Russell. I'm Farrell Hudson, closing the door, saying goodnight. We'll see you tomorrow from Doran Park in Bourne.